Hello.
I had some technical issues, but now we're here. Hello.
I
Hello, everyone.
also had really minor technical issues. My Discord isn't saying that I'm streaming, but that's fine.
That's all right. That's all right.
Hashtag gaming.
Hashtag gaming.
Okay,
H- How is
here
everyone
we
doing
are,
today?
and here's chat. Hello.
Wait, you got the? Can you have a? Can you get the shout on? You got the shout on.
It's
Great.
on.
Okay. So for the last stream, we did not have a solution in place for actually storing the shot. And I think, I don't know, is this important in the grand scheme of things? I don't know, but I want to archive things properly. So this time around, we have set up so that the shot is actually on the screen so that when this goes up on YouTube, uh, anyone at all watching it actually knows what the heck is going on. So um, I said I was going to help Gray with that, and then Gray ended up doing it on their own. So thank you, Gray.
Yeah, of course. It was pretty easy. Okay. So today, when we announced the stream, we didn't really have any particular plans. We were just gonna do a mystery stream where we decided impromptu to do whatever. Um, and then, like an hour and a half ago, we were like, you know what? Let's just do more VN Cup games. So, at least for now, that's what we're doing.
Yeah, it was really fun last time.
Hmm. I'm excited to look at more of these. We have 5 potential ones on the list today. If we're feeling up for the challenge of doing all of them. Uh, yeah. I've gone and very slightly improved the um, what's it called, the stream setup, so it's a little bit smoother. I mean, it still takes some input from me, but I think it looks all right. We've got up in the top left here a little game thing as well, that I'll have to go and enable um, for the other screens. Yeah. Um, do you have anything you want to say uh, for housekeeping or anything, Marilyn?
Um, no, I don't think so. My head's pretty emptied out. I've been doing drawing studies today, so we'll see if I can get into the streamer mode
Mhm.
soon. I thought it was pretty quiet during the last stream, but I already feel a bit more gusto in me. So no, I have nothing on my little heart. I think we can jump right in.
A bit more spring in your step, a bit more bravado in your world. Okay, well,
Uh,
here is
ever
everything.
the wordsmith, aren't you?
Hold on, I'm going through and enabling us all here. So, um, the first game we will be playing is right here. I Die a Lovely Life, the VN Cup entry.
Spell that wrong like 2 times.
It didn't. I said lovey.
Lovey. Yeah,
Uh,
but it was like lovey live for a sec.
really? I didn't even
Yeah.
I didn't even register that I made the second spelling mistake.
Well, you did. You did, but
Okay,
that's all right.
well, it's etched permanently into my history. Oh well.
Yeah.
At least I said something
Well.
cool about bravado beforehand.
Mm-hmm.
This one was made by Mel, and with additional art assistance by Petra.
Yeah, Mel or Nesibo. Um, I don't know if she has any other handles. We've been oomphies for a while.
Mhm.
Uh, oh, I really fuck with her art, so it's cool to see like a more cohesive product. She has a cool manga that you should read, which the first
Yeah.
2 chapters are available. Um, her Twitter is, one moment.
Mm,
It is ncb0_. Go
mhm.
follow.
She's a really good
Um,
artist. I love her stuff.
yeah, I figure we should do some plugging afterwards. If you like what you see, check out the featured artist. I think that's probably important.
Hmm.
But I'm sure there's links and stuff on the itch page for this game.
It's true. There is a link right there on the page.
Cool.
Yeah, naturally after each VN entry, we're gonna also hard plug everything that we've made because ours is simply better. So excited for
You didn't
that.
need to say that.
That was. I tried to
The
play it as straight
manga
as I
is
could.
had a question from Kyo.
Hmm.
The manga is uh I don't know what it's called, but um she links it pretty prominently on her website, I think. Um I can't find it now.
Thank you, Kyo.
But yeah,
Mine is pretty good. Merilynn sucks though.
damn. Okay.
I'm just
Well,
kidding. I like yours a lot more than mine.
fair enough, I'll take it in my stride.
Hmm. It's okay. I'll stop you from spiraling about it afterwards. Uh, let's see here. Thy lovely life.
I love my lovely wife.
I live my lovey wife. That's what it's called. It's opening,
Uh,
I think.
Jeremiah is streaming right now. We picked a bad time.
Oh, it's audio. Come on, window capture. Help me out here. Let's just keep it centered for now. I die a love fee. Okay. This is a really nice little clean UI to start it. I like it. Have you read this one already, Merilynn?
I have not read this one yet.
Okay.
I'm interested in it. Custom font here too. Mel makes fonts.
Mm-hmm.
This is her font, I think, that we're seeing. Could I see the stream as well, Gray?
I
I'm
completely
not
forgot.
delayed by a million years.
Yeah, you get to see the
Yeah.
full title of the game instead of being obscured by yourself too.
I like that it's version 1.0000001.
Yeah.
You can't see it on stream, but it's there.
Lots of improvement to be made, I suppose. I don't know, I think this
Mm-hmm.
product's probably going to be pretty good as is. Okay, let's go. Oh, I have to volume. Forgot about that. Well, let me volume. Okay, this should be at an appropriate volume now.
Starting right off, huh?
Do you want to do this character or should I?
I'll do this one.
Okay.
I'm about to do something so crazy. I'm volunteering to have my mind uploaded into a computer. No one has ever done this before. It's going to be a massive scientific accomplishment if it works. And they are paying me 1,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000 for it. That's a lot of dollars.
I think it's like 100 quintillion dollars.
Mm-hmm. Ain't nothing like a little what's that called when you over extricate for comedic effect? That has a name.
Hyperbole.
Yeah, that. The scientists sit me down on a cushy chair in a clean white room. I relax as they loop up my cranium and put a funky cap on me with a bunch of wires coming out.
That sounds so cozy. That does sound
I like the
relaxing.
little ribbon on this hat, like adorable.
I want my cranium looped up.
I would love to have it looped up. I look at the computer in front of me and wonder what my AI clone would be like. A little virtual me in the computer. It will be so funny getting to talk to myself. Lol. A scientist holding a clipboard approaches me with a gentle demeanor. This is you, I guess.
I was about to do like a nerd voice.
Before we begin,
Yeah, should I just do that?
I think you should do a. No, I think you shouldn't do a cartoonishly bad nerd voice. I think you should do a upstanding scientist voice.
Oh, okay. Before we begin, we're just going to ask you some simple questions. So that we can compare your answers before and after the upload.
Okay.
Alright, your name? Pick your
Hmm,
pronunciation.
like Japanese, like uni.
Pick your pronunciation.
All right,
You
let's
gotta
go with
stick it,
uni.
though. Uni? Okay, I like that one. Your age?
22.
Great. What's your favorite color?
Purple.
Oh my god, you're in a game. Recite as many digits of pi as you can.
3.
What's the square root of 65,536?
IDK.
What's the capital of Myanmar?
Why would I know that?
I'm forgetting. I'm blanking right now. I used to know.
This is the exact same like shit I did for my VM.
Yeah?
It's like abuse hashtags.
Most people don't. Well, we were just hashtag testing.
This doesn't really fit the perceived character I had anymore. For your voice
Let me
that
keep
I
doing
so
the like overly formal.
Most people don't. LOL. We were just hashtag testing. We were just pound testing. All right. This is you as well.
Anyway, we're going to begin the process now. This might hurt a little bit.
The cap is stabbing into things into my brain. What the fuck? Tried to rip it off my head, but the scientists are holding me down. What the fuck? Great so far.
Wow, the sound effects.
Minecraft splash.
Transformer sound effect, then Minecraft potion sound effect. That's a powerful combination right there. Holy shit.
Oh, this is gonna look great on stream.
The bitrate winner.
Yeah. The pain stopped. In fact, I feel weightless. What the? Is that my body? They didn't tell me I was gonna die in the process.
What the freak?
I tried to reach out to touch it, but I have no body. I have no body. I have no body. I have no body. What the fuck? Can anybody hear me? How am I talking anyway? Scientists crowd around me, looking curiously, but I don't know what me is anymore. One of them sits down in front of me and begins to type.
Are you there, Uni?
The whole sentence enters my mind all at once without having me to hear or read it.
Close.
Yes. Yes, I'm here. I think.
Good. How do you feel?
I don't know. I can't move. Where am I? I feel like crying.
You're inside the computer now. It seems like the experiment was a success.
Great, so get me back out. You promised me $1 quintillion.
We uploaded your mind into the computer. What's not clicking? You can still have the money, but this was all explained in the consent form you signed.
I didn't read the consent form. I just wanted money. Fuck. The other scientists are bagging up my body. What what are you going to do with me?
That's not you anymore. It's just a body. As for you, you're an AI now. We need to run some tests to ensure you're conscious, etc.
I'm definitely conscious in here. More conscious than I'd like to be, TBH.
But first, we're going on our lunch break. Hee. See ya! Do you want me to be this one too?
Is that Nunya?
Yeah, I
Is
think
that
so.
okay?
Nunya?
It's like Digisharat or something.
I see it, yeah.
This can be you.
Bye bye! I just did something so stupid. I flushed my meds down the toilet, haha. They stop me from being delusional, but they also just make me feel really dead and want to sleep all day. I hate it! I can live with being a little crazy. Bing! Oh! My internet GF is messaging me!
Oh, it's the return of Uni. Hi.
Hi! Did you do the research thingy yet?
Yeah, lol. I'm feeling really weird after it though.
Oh no, are you okay? Uni doesn't reply for like 5 minutes. The typing indicator keeps coming and going.
Yeah, I'm fine, haha.
Somehow, I sense something weird in her tone, but it's probably nothing.
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention. They gave me a lot of compensation money. Yeah, it's not enough money that...
No, read that again. Take that one again.
Yeah, it's enough money that
There you go.
I think I can afford to meet up.
No way!
Would you be able to visit me here if I paid for your flight?
Yes!
Heart, 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 heart. How about, like, end of the week? We can stay at my place. Ugh, I'm still bummed out about being stuck inside a computer. But at the very least, I have internal access. I was able to contact my GF. Oh, internet. Sorry, the bitrate is like really crunchy on my end.
When I log on to the internal.
It literally was not readable. Um. Also, since I'm on the laboratory's network, I can see all of their data. They're keeping my body in cold storage in the basement, along with God knows how many others.
You're gonna do what? Alright, well, have fun in there.
Gonna put log onto your internals. Family friendly stream. Family friendly. I'm going to have to convince Nunya to break into here and steal my body back. From there, I guess we have to find a way to put my mind back in there. I haven't explicitly told her what's happened yet because I don't think she will believe me. I used that exact same knocking effect in my game. Ah, they're back. I close all my internal tabs. I close all of my internet tabs. I'm still not sure if they can see what I'm doing in here or not, but I better play it safe.
Hello? You awake?
Yes, I'm here.
Great, we're just here to run some tests on you. It shouldn't take long.
What is it this time?
We're just gonna ask you some simple questions.
Turning my fan back on because it turns off every 12 hours because it's a really good fan.
They said okay.
Okay.
What's your name?
Really, man? They already asked me this shit. Uni.
Good. Your age?
22.
Favorite color?
Purple.
Recite as many digits of pi as you can.
3.14159265397932384626. I'm not reading all that, but
You're
it's
like
a lot.
halfway there. Come on.
It's
You're
next
right here.
line.
3-3.
I'm impatient. Next line.
Oh my. You're compromising the vision. Okay, that's
So
good
if I
enough.
was
What's
in
the
your
square
room
root of
right now,
65,536?
I would have just clicked. But I can't do that remotely.
I would have blown into the microphone. I hope you were great for the stream. I read my line. Who's yours?
256.
Perfect. In the capital of Myanmar?
Isn't it like Myanmar or something?
No, that's the country.
But what? That is the country.
Yeah.
Capital of Myanmar. What do you mean? Is like the capital of a city?
No. You were right. The pronunciation I think you did was right.
Myanmar is where the Nyan Cat's enemy was born.
Myanmar is fun to say. I'm sorry. I'll pronounce it right now.
It's Myanmar.
Okay.
And it's alright. I'll have a fun
Tackling
pronunciation
moment.
challenge here. Naypyidaw. Wait, how did I know that? You're looking it up.
Yeah, I'll play it so the stream will hear it.
Okay, but you didn't look up fucking Myanmar.
No. I know you're right. I trust you. Okay, it's the biggest city. Wikipedia. Come on. They don't have someone saying it on Wikipedia. They just have the IPA. I'm gonna cry.
What, you can't read IPA? I thought you were an academic.
Here, you read IPA, darling.
Alright, send it to me.
Mm-hmm.
I'll recite it perfectly.
Have fun.
Never mind.
You sure? You seem pretty confident. You sure you don't want to take a stab at it?
On stream? Can one of our lovely viewers help us out here?
Oh yeah, sure. Here, chat. Can you guys in chat pronounce this for us?
Yeah, it's fucking Myanmar. I told you.
It is Myanmar.
Well, I meant the Naypyidaw. That's not what I would have. How do you know that? Are you some sort of genius? This music, by the way.
This is perfect,
banger.
like antics music for what we're doing. Wiktionary has a little section in pronunciation. It's a bullet point for rhymes. That's adorable. I didn't know that. Okay.
Someone's having a really goofy time just like putting all the rhymes in Wikipedia just like all day.
Right? Oh my god. Wait, I want to find out who it is. But I don't want to derail the stream. We'll do this after we finish. Well, you're in a computer, so you have access to basically all knowledge ever.
I didn't even have to think about it or look it up. I just knew it somehow. This is really weird.
You have to pronounce the O_O. Not like that. You just have to make a face and say a noise.
I just knew it somehow. This is really weird.
That's good. Perfect. Thank you. This is you.
Can I ask a question actually?
Sure.
Would I be able to have a visitor? Splash potion. Hit with a fucking splash potion of weakness. It's over. We have to cancel the stream.
I'm too weak. I can't do it, guys. I'm too weak to click on the mouse. I can't click anymore. Listen. That's all I can do. My bottle cap. You heard it. Huh? An email! It's from Lagrange Computer Systems? The fuck?
In my head, whenever I see TF written, I never pronounce it as the fuck. I'm just like TF. So
Yeah.
whenever you said it, it was just incredibly surprising.
TF.
TF.
Transsexual fiction.
But-
Subject: Lab Visitor Access. Dear Nunya last name, you have been granted visitor access to AI Research Lab C17 at the request of Uni last name. Fuck, Uni last name. Your visitor ID is 1215225 and will expire in 14 days. Do not reply to this email.
Transsexual fiction? Moving on.
Oh wait, this is still me. What the fuck? Uni? Fuck! What the fuck? Uni? Is she still at that research lab? I can't give you a minute. Give me a
Wait,
second.
it's like tripped over your words, and it sounded like you put so much emphasis on that WTF. Oh my god, I'm gonna die.
I have to turn my air conditioner on more. If there's more background noise, I'm sorry, but this is making me too active.
I guess we're just doing the the very surprised sound now. Now for O_O.
It's the permanent noise we have to associate with it from now on.
Yeah, Merilynn death scream.
Are we ready?
Yeah. Well, it's still your line. Sorry.
Yeah, I know. I just wanted to make
Really
sure you're
getting
ready.
too goofy. I mean, it fits the game. I think. I think we have really good commentary and really useful things to say, like Minecraft splash potion. Whenever there's the splash potion sound
Yeah,
from Minecraft,
like what
that is from a
TF
free
means.
music, free audio library. I actually think that's baller. I have no issues with doing that. I think it's awesome.
I'm flying to go visit her really soon. I'm excited about it, but something feels a little off. She hasn't been able to call with me for days, and now I'm supposed to go visit her with some weird research facility? She's messaging me.
Hey, did you get that email?
Yeah, what the fuck?
I know it sounds weird, but like they won't let me leave the facility without an escort. They did some crazy shit to my brain, and they're like monitoring me.
Oh! Hold on, I clicked something outside of the window. Okay.
I'm fine though. I just need you to pick me up from here once you arrive.
Are you sure everything is okay? That one's the concerned variant.
Yeah, they're just being really annoying about it. Yeah.
My alarms are going off, but Uni says she's okay. She wouldn't lie to me, right? I'm probably just getting paranoid because I'm off the pill. Well, I keep getting these vivid fantasies of her being held hostage. But I just try to ignore it because I know it's only my brain going haywire. I've just been waiting around a really long time for this, and I'm terrified something will go wrong. Actually, I'm sleepy suddenly.
The amount of unique character expressions, real good. Whoa.
This is a really, really good background. I really want to see her. Whenever I go to sleep, I imagine her lying by my side, and I hold that thought, and I drift off peacefully. I wonder if she thinks about me too, when she goes to sleep each night. I think she probably does. Love is like a kind of psychic glue. It can transcend anything and everything, no matter what odds are stacked against it. I really want this to go right. I don't really have any friends in this town, and my chance of making any are really slim. I want another meet. I think true love is a 1 + 1 = 3 type of deal. Two whole people, each with their own complete complexity, coming together to make something more than the sum of its parts, even though I haven't met her yet. I think that's me and Uni. Incredibly effective montage.
awesome transitions.
Hey, I just landed.
Hey.
That's so cool D sound. Hey.
You know where to go, right?
Yeah, I think so.
The Lagrange Corporation headquarters.
Okay, I'm at the building.
Cool, you just go into the lobby and show them the email on your phone.
Hey, I'm here to visit my GF. The secretary looks at me like I'm insane. Name? I'm Nunya and I'm visiting Uni.
You can't just pull out the fucking nerd emoji voice. You can't just pull the nerd emoji voice out.
I show her the thing on my phone. She still has that stupid ass look on her face. I don't know who's saying this. I have to make a call first.
Actually.
Hey, yeah, so this freak is at my desk and she says she's trying to visit someone named Uni. Do you know anything about this? There's a long silence. I could just barely make out some people murmuring in the background of the line. What? You authorized this? I'm starting to get a little nervous. The vibes are really off right now. But that patient was... did you inform the visitor? Inform me of... take the stairs down to the 3rd basement, then swing a left. The room number is C17. And brace yourself, lol. Thanks. The fuck? Why'd you say lol out loud? I take the stairs. This shit must be really deep underground. What the fuck did Uni get herself into?
Are you nearly there?
Yeah, it's room C17, right?
Yes. Please don't freak out about this.
What the fuck is going on? I enter a clean white room. It smells so sterile in here. Like the smell of air conditioning. I don't see Uni anywhere though. 2 scientists in lab coats approach me. Hello! You must be Nunya?
Can you bust into like Half-Life 1 scientist voice here?
I haven't practiced Half-Life 1 scientist enough. I can't. Maybe like, if you give me a month, and then we do another stream where we do voices, and I need a scientist voice. Maybe I will have practiced scientist voice. I can't, I'm sorry!
Okay.
I can do a perfect Mario, but I can't do any Half-Life scientist.
Tiny tangent here. So, you know that like no clip documentary where they talk about Half-Life 1?
Yeah.
One of the guys in like the like 90s or something, he went to a club and he was like completely fucking blazed at the club, and
So
he thought he was having auditory hallucinations where he kept hearing the Half-Life 1 scientist. This is something he said in the documentary. And apparently it was just the actual voice actor doing bits in the club. This is all in the no clip documentary for Half-Life. I really recommend it.
Oh my god. Merilynn, can you like look up the video for this to send it in chat while I keep reading? I think it's just me for now.
I'll find it.
Oh no, wait, I think Avery has it. This, right? I don't know, let me open it. Unforeseen Consequences, a Half-Life documentary.
Well, it's at a specific timestamp, it's long.
It's in the like...
Oh yeah, it's a spiritual interlude.
Yeah, no, yeah, absolutely. This is it. This is it.
Okay, let's check this out after this game. It's at we can watch that whole segment. It's really funny.
Hold on, don't forget we also have to look up who's making the rhymes in Wiktionary.
Okay, we have a bunch of things to follow up on, I guess. Okay,
This is a very
yeah.
stimulating game.
All right, let's finish this game. That we're sidetracked.
Yeah. We don't often have visitors. You're here to see Uni, right? Yeah, where is she? The scientist chuckles as if I'm stupid. You do know what we do here, right? She volunteered to have her mind uploaded into the computer. My heart drops. And it was a success! So, where is she? The scientist gestures towards a laptop. Uni's entire consciousness is living right here, inside the computer. Isn't that amazing? It's truly a step forward for AI researchers around the globe, smile. My heart is pounding. I try to stay cool. So, you scanned her brain and made a virtual version of her? That's neat, I guess, but where's the real Uni? I came here to pick her up. I already know the answer, but I asked anyway. The scientist's cheery expression turns to ones of concern. You're not understanding. There's only one of her, and it's inside the computer. If you want to talk to her, just start typing. This is your narration now.
Nunya is freaking the fuck out. She stares at the computer I'm living inside, the gears visibly turning in her head.
Keep going.
Uh-oh. You must put the CD back into the computer.
You motherfuckers are giving me brainworms.
I feel really bad. I should have explained this all to her sooner, but there's no way she would have believed me.
You guys are wrong. The line is, whoops, you need to put the CD in the computer.
Actually...
Okay.
I watch her sit down in front of me and start to type.
Uni?
It's me.
What the fuck is going on?
The scientists already explained it to you. They uploaded me into this computer. I'm fully conscious and stuff, but I guess my brain is computer code now.
How were you messaging me?
Well, I have internet access, so I just logged in and messaged you as usual. Okay. Only I can type way faster now, lol. It should be clear now why I haven't been able to call lately. Sorry about that.
How are you so nonchalant about this? Where's your body?
They're keeping me in the cold storage below us. Nunya is sweating bullets. By now, she surely understands how the pieces of this puzzle fit together. But it's like she's trying to prolong finishing it as much as possible. Nunya. I'm dead.
I pulled a knife on those sick freaks that killed my girlfriend. I stole the laptop Uni was trapped inside and made them take me to her body. It took me deep underground into a sealed chamber, where I saw nothing but bodies. Row after row after row, bagged up and neatly stored in cabinets. I couldn't even see where the room ended. It felt endless in both height and depth. Clearly they had tried the same experiment many times before. Uni wasn't the first. She was only the first time it actually worked. They led me to the very end of this room and opened the cabinet where Uni laid. I carried the body all the way up 3 sets of stairs to the ground floor and went out the back. And finally, I returned Uni to her home. She lived in a cute little apartment. I even noticed she has a photo of me by her bedside, along with those plushies I sent her for her birthday. Oh, booby. Are we allowed to put this on stream? I don't know. I'll go to this screen for now.
Can censor it.
I did. It's gone.
Oh,
it's away.
Okay.
Too late.
Can you put a little bar? Can you put a little bar over that?
I don't know. You can edit it out in the VOD.
Can you partially black out the screen so you can read the text? Whatever.
We can just read it.
Oh yeah, put our characters
No,
over
it's inconsistent.
No, do it.
I don't have the time. I'm still live. I can't like look at it.
Okay, we'll just have to narrate this part.
This part's
Twitch,
silent. If you want to see more of this, well, you have to look for yourself. Play it yourself.
didn't say there isn't gonna be any booby.
Yeah, nothing
Not
super
a-
graphic. It says.
Not a mention of not a booby in sight.
Whatever. Let's get over it. Let's edit it
Alright.
out. If Twitch kills me for this, well, I had a good run. We didn't know. Honest mistake. I put her body in the bathtub and fill it up with cold water. Giving my girlfriend a bath. This should have been a nice intimate moment. Except she's dead. She's really pretty. I feel fucked up looking at her corpse. But this is the first time I've ever seen her in the flesh. I keep half expecting her to suddenly wake up and show me that sweet smile I've only seen in photos. But no. She's dead. I only have to keep reminding myself that.
Alright, time to uncensor.
I don't trust, but if you do.
You just gotta be quick on the draw. You just gotta be quick on the draw like a fucking cowboy.
Alright, I know how to do it. Alright, I'm ready.
Alright.
The laptop wakes up again with a message from Uni.
Nunia, I'm still alive, you know?
You're just a ghost now. How is that living?
You can always talk to me. I'm right here. I don't feel any pain anymore. I'm not suffering.
Yeah, well, I'm suffering. I just want to hug you and hear your laugh. You're not even upset that they killed you?
Wait. You're right. They killed me. And I'm fucking mad about it. I was only 22 years old.
That's more like it!
Those idiot scientists robbed me of a long and happy life, filled with eating carrots and kissing girls.
Yeah!
I won't die happy until I've had sex with my awesome girlfriend.
So, what are you gonna do about it?
We have to find a way to put me back in my body,
How though?
Frankenstein style. Wire me up to the laptop and zap me with as much electricity as possible.
Her mind amazes me. The plan doesn't make any sense at all. But I can't come up with anything better, so...
Gather up all the electric appliances you can find and wire them up all together.
Okay, we got a toaster, an alarm clock, a lamp, a kettle, and a TV.
Now plug them all into a power bar and wire it all up to the laptop somehow.
Does this work?
Like that they used. How is that connected? Okay, I guess so. I'm not an electrician.
Okay, I was right there. I was ready to click.
Okay, cool. You just plug the laptop into my head.
I'll just jab a USB cable into one of the holes in your brain. I don't know.
Yes, yes!
Whoa! Okay. I should have been ready. What? This is so jank. I gotta edit so
Okay.
much out.
Picture, naked lady with 2 prongs in her brain.
I was worried about this. So be it, I suppose.
It said nothing about nudity, but whatever. What's next, boss?
Wait, that was me.
Um,
Fuck.
yeah, that was you. Too bad. I think just pour water on my head. That should give me the jolt I need. I just need to be sapped with a shit ton of electricity. That should be enough to bring me back to life.
At this point, I don't care how stupid this plane is, because I feel like I'm being guided by God or something. I go to the kitchen to fill up a jug of water. This is kind of like a baptism, lol. Okay, I'm gonna splash you now, hee hee.
Yay!
It's not going back on screen until it's over. I gotta be so real. No more risk. Told you. Splash! Zap!
Can you at least show it? You should show the CG.
I'll show
It's
the
nice.
classic CG. Here it is, folks. Okay, going back to this.
That's the stuff.
Yep.
That one's fine.
I'd rather not risk it, you know?
That's literally the... Alright. Yay, I'm alive again now.
Yeah, I told chat if you want to see if you want to see it all yourself, up close and personal, download the game. It's a good game.
Nunia, look, it worked. I'm alive.
Thank you for the follow, Spinal Column 33. Incredible username.
Okay, she's got clothes on. She's got clothes on.
Okay, I'll show this CG. Still you.
Nunia? No, this is you.
What?
Wait. Oh,
No.
Nunia died. Oh, shit. Oh, you died? Well, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, I'll show this one as well.
What? We're done. We're done with the Neki.
How do you know?
I think we're done with the Neki.
I don't trust. There's a knife.
Great. This is pivotal.
Mm-hmm. Hi, Tom16 boy. Hello. Really good username.
Okay, I'm gonna throw a tantrum, Gray. If you don't show this,
Okay, I'm showing it again.
just scroll back up so you can see this, because it's good.
I really don't
Yeah.
trust. I really don't trust.
I'll see you in heaven.
No click. Okay, I'll just be ready on the draw.
I feel warm and light. I feel a presence.
Oh, no, it's okay.
What's with the mouse down there?
No click. This is all automatic.
Okay. Ninya? Uni. Alright, whatever. We don't need to voice this shit.
Mildly unsafe. Whatever. This isn't even...
Beautiful. There was a really beautiful screen. A few beautiful screens there that we could not share with you. Uh, you should just go check it out. It's great.
Yeah. So
Really, really good. The girl reading this, yeah, shout out.
sorry, VOD watchers, but this shit getting hacked and slashed. There will be no booby remaining. All right. I die a lovely life.
That was great.
That was
Wow,
really
what
good. This is
the presentation was pretty incredible. I think like just all the art, really, 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 really nice. Especially the stuff we couldn't see. It was all beautiful. We couldn't really show. It was beautiful.
by far the
Real
most
good.
scuff stream we've ever done. But the game that we were playing was incredible. Really good.
I had a lot of fun doing bits as we went along, and compromising Gray's Twitch account in the process.
Please don't jinx it.
Yeah, Mel and Sofa are buds, so I'm pretty sure that
Oh, my bookmarks.
that influence is pretty big.
All right. Let's figure out about who rhymes.
Super cool. That's like I think that's in the like top 3 that I've read so far. Really, really, really nice. Lovely story, I think. I love the I don't know, kind of twisted long distance relationship. Um it's good. Really like refreshing take on it, I guess, cuz I don't know. Like as someone who's been in quite a few long distance relationships, it's I don't know. It gets pretty boring pretty fast, I think, and this was really refreshing.
I think we've got it.
Um you found a rhyme?
It's Winger Bot. This is a bot by Ben Wing. Ben Wing, what's up
What
with
are you
you?
trying to find?
We're finding about the person who uses making rhymes in Wiktionary.
Oh, and it's just a bot.
Well, no, it's a bot made by this person.
Shout out to Ben Wing.
Sub pages.
For anyone who just tuned in, why are we looking at Wikipedia, Gray?
Play the visual novel and find out how this relates to the capital city of Myanmar.
Mm-hmm.
Or, VOD watchers, you already know. Okay. Do you want to watch that section of the Half-Life documentary?
Yeah. So, during that last game, I mentioned that there's a no clip documentary where the guy meets the Half-Life 1 scientist voice actor in a bar, really high on weed. It's great. We're gonna check it out
Yeah.
because it's funny.
Should disappear the. Oh, that was no good. Oh no. This is so scuffed. Everyone
What
just
did
saw
you just
how many
do?
everyone just saw how many manga dex tabs I have open. It's all over for me.
No, Gray, the fact that you're a fucking loser has been forever immortalized on the internet.
It's all over. This stream is so fucked up.
So scuffed.
This is the last stream I'm ever gonna be doing. If you don't hear from me, no, it's still there.
Whoa.
Oh no.
Okay, I
Alright,
guess we
here's
got
the deal.
Thunder.
Bam.
We got Thunder over here.
And then, bam. Nope, still the same tab. Bam. Alright, well, people know how many manga dex tabs I have. It's over.
Throw it up for me as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was this close to making the same joke as last time. You don't finish your manga before starting a new one. This is so sad. I'm Wookster, I'm reading like 100 manga at the same time. Probably more like 150. I'm so sorry to reveal this to you. My brain is simply too scattered for anything else. Half-Life 2. Funny voice. Documentary.
Half-Life, full life consequences.
Should I play the audio? Well, I don't think I'll get busted for the audio here, right?
No,
Right
it's
on.
fine.
Where's my mouse? Hello? Why can't I see my mouse?
This is so scuffed.
I can no longer see my mouse. Oh, wait, now I can see it. Okay. I'll play it quietly.
As it turns out, the sequel for Half-Life would be set far from many maces, but its launch would be no
This
less
stream might not be archived.
It went through countless mixed release dates, a hacker who spread the game's files all over the internet for every game developer under the sun to poke through. But that didn't stop it from being what many consider to be the best first-person shooter ever made. When you're a fan of video games, it's almost indistinguishable from sports. We follow developers like our favorite team. Indie studios are like the underdog story. Big publishers are the evil empire. We cheer when an old legend rises again and scream at the television when our favorite underperforms. So, when a studio knocks it out of the park on their very first hit, we don't expect them to walk up to the plate a second time and do it again. That doesn't happen. id Software was as close to we got as that type of MVP. They went from Wolf to Doom to Quake, but even they couldn't seem to compete in a post-Half-Life world. Maybe Valve knew this. Maybe they knew to make a revolutionary great game is one thing, but to follow it up with another,
It's a lot of...
something.
I don't know if this is... Yeah.
Once again, it was time to raise the bar.
This is the
If this is
spiritual
spiritual... You went to the esports part.
I went to the esports section. I'm so sorry.
You fucked up.
We just watched like a minute of a Half-Life documentary. Sorry. Is it this part?
Yeah.
Part where he's like...
Nature had a different idea, but as it turns out, it kind of works a little bit better for my, beautiful HEV jumper here. I feel perfectly dressed for the occasion. One of the reasons I wanted to come here was because the maces in Half-Life, it's almost big, and they're also like so. There's like,
they're gonna show like a pub at some. Yeah, here it is. Here it is. Go back like 30 seconds.
San Francisco. So this is years ago. When I first moved to San Francisco, I was in the back of a comedy club on the Mission with a friend of mine, some people I used to work with. So we had some edibles. And what's weird is one of the only audio hallucinations I've ever had in my life was when I played the first Half-Life in the summer of '99. And I played it for like 5 or 6 hours straight. And I remember walking away from the computer and being able to hear the soldiers. You know those radio calls where it's like, where is he? And we've got Freeman and all that sort of stuff. I could still hear them. So flash forward to this is maybe 3 or 4 years ago. And I'm in the Mission and I've taken these edibles and I can hear the doctor from Half-Life 1 and Half-Life 2, Dr. Kleiner. You know that voice oh, Mr. Freeman. I can hear him.
Get away from there, Freeman. I'm expecting an important message.
And I'm like, oh my God, this is I'm having another audio hallucination, and they always seem to be about Half-Life. And I'm laughing about it, and I'm telling my colleagues and stuff, and we're all rolling around on the floor or whatever. But it's 30 minutes have passed, and I can still hear him. And I'm like, it's a bit weird that this hallucination's really holding on. So it was in the back of this weird comedy club theater thing, and at a certain point I poke my head out from behind, it's more behind the set, and I poke my head out and I can see there's a bunch of people in the audience, and there's this guy on the stage, and now I'm looking at him and he's moving his lips and it sounds like the It sounds like Dr. Kleiner. So like at this stage, I need to like figure out if I'm like having this really strong hallucination or whether or not this is actually happening. So I check the posters around, and there's a name on it that says Harry S. Robbins, and I look up, you know, Moby Games or something and check out the credits for Half-Life, and it's him. Dr. Kleiner like is literally on the stage talking to us. He has some like science podcast or something. So after the show ends, he like comes backstage, and I'm like completely off my gourd at this stage. I'm like, oh my god, it's so amazing to meet you. You know, like what was it like? You know, like 15 years ago, or like I guess 5 or 6 years ago, doing the voice of this character. And like he literally speaks that way, and he's like, oh, it was very fun. Valve are a great company to work for, and I don't know anything about Half-Life 3.
Great Scott! Gordon Freeman! I expected more warning.
Yeah, I'm not
It's
sure
great.
what the lesson is here. If you're getting stoned in the mission, try and not make it in a place where hallucinations and reality are going to intersect with each other. That's probably my weirdest Half-Life story. Although maybe climbing to the top of a mountain wearing a HEV sweater is a close second, let's say.
This documentary is great, by the way. Check it out. But that's the funny part. That's a funny bit.
It's true. Why do we get more viewers just sitting here watching a Half-Life documentary?
Streaming, just chatting. Whoa, it's raining so much right now. And our garage door is open. That's awesome.
Is this the YouTube link to... What is this? Half-Life Scientist? Okay.
We're not watching memes on the stream.
We can't derail
This-
too much.
That's not the type of stream this is.
We have other things to do. I'm so anxious now. Merilynn, have you played the next one?
What is the next one?
Let's look. I think it's 1,000 words.
Yes, that one is safe for work.
Completely?
Yes.
You promise?
Yes.
100%?
Mm-hmm.
I trust you. The clip feature limits it to 60 seconds. Whew. Okay.
Straight up like monsoon, like raining outside right now.
My wife is living in Rain World.
No, it's actually raining so much. I've never. Oh my god.
Are you in a shelter? Babe, the cycle ended. No! I keep showing my Twitch stream. I'm never gonna share. Oh, this one's in 16:9. Okay. Arabesque moment. The funky synth arabesque.
Gray, stream?
Hey, okay, hold on. I haven't started anything yet. There it is. I need to calm down after this last hour. There was so much bombast. That was a lot. Wow.
So much arabesque.
Okay. Let me put the name in here.
So this game I have played already. I played yesterday, and I like it. It's a cute little story, I think.
Maybe I should take it off screen for now. No game. Here's the full title screen. There it is. Okay. Alright.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to narrate or should I?
There's two characters in this one. You can be the first one.
Uh, what about narration?
You want to be narration too?
I was asking you if you want to be narration.
Not really.
Fine, but it'll work on me. Let me get a drink of water then.
Let me get a little bit of a sip. Expended all our energy on the very first game.
I'm like that gif of Misato slamming down the water. Sorry, that was beer. Yeah.
It makes that sound.
That's it, yeah. Okay. Okay. I close my eyes, but almost immediately open them again. It's currently 3:35 a.m. on the most important night of my life, and I can't sleep. My restless mind can't stop reassessing the events of the past 6 months over and over, each time coming up with different ways things can go wrong. We got sippers in chat. 6 months ago, I found a necklace on my bed. After coming back home from a trip, I looked through all my stuff, but there were no signs of a break-in. Given what I know, now, I'm gonna guess that the necklace was placed there by an angel who came in to save my life. That necklace allows me to travel in time. Actually, I guess I technically found it a week ago, but I've been using it for the past 6 months to save up money for tonight. Tonight is an important night after all. So I'd appreciate it if I could go to sleep. But of course, my brain doesn't really care how annoyed I am. It will sleep whenever it wants to. In order to time travel, I have to trace my finger along the amulet's golden carvings, then go to sleep. It's a stupidly vague method. I'd prefer it came with a numpad and an LCD screen, but at least it doesn't seem like I'll accidentally travel back to the Stone Age or anything like that. I guess magic does have its benefits. My hand is already numb as well, from the rope currently tied around my wrist. I can apparently bring stuff with me as long as I am physically holding it, which is good, both for not waking up naked and for moving things back and forth in time. Since I have to sleep for the spell to take effect, I figured the best way to ensure I don't drop anything is to put everything inside a suitcase and tie it around my wrist. I thought about using handcuffs before, but I quickly realized how easy it is to drop the key itself. That was an interesting day. I closed my eyes, but opened them again after half a minute. Still nothing. It's embarrassing to admit it now, but when I was a kid, the very first thing I can remember ever wanting was being a girl. I even chose a name, though it's been years since I unironically called myself that. I wanted to be a girl so badly I asked Santa to change me into a girl. He didn't. I wanted to be a girl and I wanted to be beautiful. I wanted to be a girl and I wanted to be loved. I wanted to be a girl and I wanted to be happy. Inside the suitcase, I mentally go through my inventory, trying to make sure I'm not forgetting anything. There are 200 bottles of medicine I picked up from as far into the future as the necklace would let me go. As much money as I had left after buying the medicine, and cup noodles for a week. As an adult, I learned there are medicines and medical procedures that can change your sex, but I didn't know that when I was younger. When I found out they existed, it was already too late for me. After all, even the best treatments far into the future aren't miraculous. As amazing as science is, it can only do so much. Apparently, after a certain age, the effectiveness of those treatments goes down drastically. So, by the time I was able to afford them, I had already given up on that idea. It's been several years since then, and I thought I had grown out of it already. That I had already accepted that I was just some weird thing I thought about as a kid. And then I found the pendant. It gave me some hope, if only briefly, but after I understood its rules, I realized the reality of my situation. My whole body physically travels to the past, so I can't make my own body younger, and if I try to affect my own past, it just creates a new timeline. In other words, even with the power of a miracle, it's too late for me. However, it's not too late for me, a different me, one who still lives in the past. It's a stupid idea that doesn't benefit me in any way, and even knowing that, I suddenly found myself tirelessly working towards that goal. And then, at some point, as I kept thinking about that, I guess I started to care about that hypothetical child, even though I honestly hate myself. For that child's sake, even if there's 1,000 ways this can go wrong, I can't allow myself to fail. The pendant is glowing in the spots I traced, so it's still working. This part always makes me the most nervous. Would the spell fade away if I took too long to fall asleep? What if I wake up and I'm still here? In the end, there really is nothing else I can do but have faith and hope it goes well. I close my eyes. I open my eyes. My wrist is sore as hell, is the first thing that goes through my mind after waking up. I untie the knot and open the suitcase, making sure everything is still here. Not that there's anything I could do if it wasn't. Luckily, it doesn't seem like there's anything missing. I packed exactly 200 bottles of medicine, each containing 100 pills. Taking 1 pill a day, that should last a bit under 55 years. To be precise, 54 years, 9 months, and 16 days. This is over 30 years after their use became widespread, but I decided to give myself a margin of error of a couple decades in case my time traveling changes the future in a way that delays its release somehow. And, if nothing changes, that child will still get 30 years of it for free. There's no downsides, especially since the expiration date is not an issue. I mean, they'll expire in a year, but it should only take me around 3 months to go through them, since I'll be skipping 100 days each day. I can't help but grin a little, looking over the pile of medicine. I feel quite proud of this little hoard. It took an awful amount of planning to figure out the best way to get them, and 6 months of hard work to actually make it happen. I'm not even going to take these myself, so why? I stopped myself before finishing that thought. I am going to take these myself, that's why. It's just a different version of me. It'll all be worth it in the end. Then, a bit more solemnly, I look at the amount of money I brought with me. I can probably afford food for 3 months with this much, and I also brought enough food for maybe a week. That's as much as I could fit in the suitcase, and so that's as much as I get. Since time travel is confusing as hell, I'm only going to use the pendant to move forward in time from this point on. I don't want to create a paradox or something like that after all. That means I get no retries too. I only have 1 shot. I look at the clock on the wall, 9:46 a.m. I'm pleased with that time. I was expecting to wake up a lot later since I couldn't sleep last night. I have a lot of time until the festival starts, which is good since I'll be going pretty far today. In fact, it might take me all day to get there, so I should start getting ready. As I get in the shower, my mind wanders to my mission for today. Today is July 7th, the day of a very big festival. I have very bad memories of it. When I was 12, I overheard my classmates talking about going to the festival. I really wanted to go too, so I snuck out even though my mom forbade me from leaving the house that night. However, even though I was dressed as a girl, my classmates recognized me and called me a freak. I don't know what I was thinking in hindsight. I ran off crying and ended up watching the fireworks alone under a tree on a hill, far from the festival. That night, I wrote down a wish and hung the paper strip from that tree. I wish I was a girl. So all I need to do is show up before I run into my classmates, give myself a bottle of these pills, and everything will be solved. I finish taking a shower and start getting dressed. I guess I forgot to leave more clothing last time I was in this time. I really only seem to have the plain, deep blue t-shirt and brown shorts I was wearing before. I was hoping to make a good impression, but I guess this will do. I chuckle at the thought. Am I trying to impress myself? Now that's silly. As I walk into the kitchen thinking about getting breakfast, I glance at the clock on the wall and my heart stops. 9:46 a.m. Can't be. I run outside and look at the sky. I taught myself how to tell the approximate hour by looking at the position of the sun when I was a kid. Even though the clock says it's still morning, in reality it's almost 4 p.m. I run back inside, grab a medicine bottle and some money from the suitcase, and then hurriedly leave the house. So much for breakfast. I'm inside a taxi watching the night sky, and I'm still nowhere near the festival. The street feels like a cruel parody of a parking lot. Still, if I had taken the subway, I'd be even further, so even if this would make a slight dent into my savings, it's still preferable. I've spent the last hours stuck in traffic, in what honestly feels like a pointless endeavor. I'm definitely not going to get there in time. Should I just restart instead? No. I mean, I can still make it, I think. It feels more like I'm just trying to convince myself that there's a point to all of this, but I still press on for some reason. It honestly feels delusional to think that I still have any chance of making it in time. It takes another hour to actually get to the festival. It's been so many years that I don't remember what time it was when I ran into my classmates, so until the fireworks show starts, I have some hope. I went through the entire festival, but I still can't find myself. That's when I overheard some children laughing. Do you want to be children?
Oh, whoops, I was muted. Yeah, I'll be the one line for children. What the hell is wrong with that weirdo?
Two
Right? I
lines,
can't
actually.
believe we're in the same class as that freak.
Ah, so I really did fail. Well, I guess I should go back home now. I'll just reset the day and try again. Yeah, this is not a big deal. I start walking, but almost immediately after I'm out of the festival, I immediately collapse. Couldn't even make it in time. Can't help myself, even with the power of a miracle. Suddenly, I hear a soft voice behind me.
Hey, are you okay?
Hello, Righteous Place Cube. Thank you for the follow. I know who that is. Hi. Before me, wearing a dress that seems way more beautiful than how I remembered it, is a young girl who looks like a princess under the moonlight. Despite the fact she was crying just now, she still reaches out to help a stranger. Well, I was crying too. Good grief. I really just immediately begin crying at the first sign of trouble, huh? Am I even fit to be trying something like this? Maybe I should have just stayed back in my timeline.
Miss?
She called me miss? Did she think I'm a girl? Wait, more importantly, I've been staring at her for a while now. I got caught up in the moment and forgot to reason I'm here to begin with. Instead, I've just been staring at a 12-year-old for probably a minute straight. My brain stops. What the hell was I thinking? I should probably say something. Anything. Anything is better than nothing. I guess I am, haha. My attempt at laughing it off is probably more awkward than if I had just stayed quiet.
You were crying just now.
Seems like you were too.
Uh, uh,
She's blushing now. Okay, I'm not making any progress like this. Focus. I need to somehow convince the child to accept pills from a stranger. That sounds awful. You're Nami, right?
how did you...
Well, I never told that name to anyone, so it makes sense she's surprised. I have a lot to explain. After talking for a while, it seems like she understands the situation now.
So, you're me.
Well, a different you, but yes.
Ha ha ha.
Sorry, I took a moment to pause.
Ha
She
ha ha
suddenly
ha ha.
begins laughing.
Ha 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 ha.
Ha ha ha.
When when I wish to become a girl tonight, I didn't think it would actually come true.
As long as you take one of these each day, you'll be a girl in no time.
No wonder you look so pretty.
Okay, what? She's been calling me a girl this whole time, but I already gave that up years ago. I actually have never taken these.
Good face.
She looks perplexed.
Huh? How did you become a girl then?
I never did.
So, I shouldn't call you Nami?
Wouldn't that get confusing after a while?
You're right. Okay, I'm calling you Haru then.
Wait, I already told you that's not right. But it's not like she'll take no for an answer. After some more insisting, I decided to just go along with whatever she says. Besides, it's not a bad name. We ended up talking past midnight, and we watched the fireworks together. I walked her home, and then took a taxi back to mine. I was kind of worried I'd have to hide from Mom, but she wasn't there. I forgot just how often she was away when I was a kid. We agreed to meet up in 100 days under the tree on the hill. Maybe we could change place next time, since it's so far away from both of us. But it seemed like a nice poetic place when we decided that. I didn't even notice I'm starving until I was almost back in my place. I immediately start making cup noodles as soon as I arrive. While brushing my teeth, I stare at the mirror. I don't really look like a girl, do I? It's pretty late already. I'd better hurry to bed. The following week went smoothly. Nami and I ended up meeting up in a fast food restaurant that's a lot closer than the festival tree. She ended up getting picked on by her classmates anyways, but she says she's handling it alright. When we meet, we mostly chat about her. She did ask how life turned out for me, what the future is like and all that, but it's not like I have anything else going on in my life. It feels weird to see someone grow so much from one day to the other, but for her it's already been 2 years. It's only been 9 days for me. This morning is particularly cold. I take a look outside. Everything is completely covered in snow. I guess it must be winter. I start getting dressed for today when suddenly I hear a knock on the door. That's odd. Who could it possibly be? I gently open the door. It's Nami. What are you doing here? She lets herself in.
We're meeting today, aren't we? I'm pretty sure I got the date right.
That's not the problem here. How did you get this address?
Oh, I just followed you last time, duh. This place looks neat.
I honestly just got it because it was cheap and far from the city. It's surprising how much cheaper houses were when I was a kid. I could actually afford one. I still don't know why she came here, however. I mean, obviously she's here to get more pills, but there's no reason to come all the way here just for that. I tell her as much.
You don't know what day it is today, do you? The intonation was completely off. Whatever.
I shake my head.
It's Christmas Eve, silly.
She smiles at me with such cheerfulness I'm certain she could melt all the snow outside. Wait, shouldn't you be home then?
Mom's not gonna be home this year either. I didn't want to be alone on Christmas, so I decided to come here instead.
That makes sense. Mom was never home growing up. I was forbidden from going out because of it, but I didn't have anywhere to go since I had no friends, so I would have just stayed home anyways. I guess it's the same for her, but at least she gets to go out whenever we meet up. Alright then, let's go get something nice to eat.
None of that. We're cooking tonight's meal ourselves. You can't just keep eating cup noodles forever.
These expressions are really good. She smiles smugly as she criticizes my eating habits. You're one to talk. I know you only eat takeout.
Well, at any rate, we gotta have us a proper meal today. It's Christmas, after all.
She's blushing now. She's cute when she blushes. I can't really bring myself to tell her no, so I get dressed and we go buy groceries together. She's noticeably more cheerful than I was at her age. Every 2 minutes she's calling out to me, showing me whatever's caught her eye at the time. We don't really have that much money, but I tried my best to not let her notice, and we still managed to get the ingredients for a nice meal. I noticed some people staring at us while we're out. I wonder what they were thinking. I wonder what I look like. Does it look like I'm some pervert picking up a schoolgirl for compensated dating? Well, it probably looks like I'm her brother. Or, her sister? Even though I spent years convincing myself I could never be. My self-image sure is flimsy if I'm doubting something like that after only 9 days. When we finally get home, we immediately get to cooking. It's pretty fun, actually. She seems to be having fun too. It's nighttime already by the time we're done. The result is... Hey, Nami, I realize I probably should have asked before we started doing this, but do you know how to cook?
You're the adult. Shouldn't you know how to cook?
Don't look at me like that. I only eat cup noodles. On the table is a plate of something that could charitably be called food. I sigh deeply. There goes my money. I turn to look at Nami, and to my surprise, she's actually eating it.
It's not that bad, actually.
Nami, you're gonna die if you eat that!
Hey, just because it looks like shit doesn't mean it tastes like it too.
Swear words! Language! That's what I'm saying!
Jeez, I'm not a little kid, you know?
Only then I realize how silly it is to be calling myself out for cussing. As I reflect on the bizarreness of the situation, a soft, cute voice brings me back to this world.
Haru, you're not gonna make me eat all alone, are you?
Slowly, I gather the courage to sit down and serve myself some food, too. This Vienna is really cute. It looks disgusting, but it actually tastes pretty good.
Hey, Haru.
What is it?
Does Santa actually exist?
I almost can't bring myself to tell her the truth, but I know exactly why she's asking. No, not really.
No wonder that never worked.
Yeah, I don't think I ever asked for anything else.
Wait, does that mean Mom has been reading all those letters all along?
She suddenly looks panicked. That reminds me. I don't think Mom ever mentioned it. She either didn't care or, most likely, she didn't even notice. Thinking about it, I don't think I would have gotten anything even if I had asked for a regular gift.
Well, that's depressing.
Nami and I are sharing a bed. She didn't want to leave tonight, and she refused to sleep on the couch, or let me sleep on the couch.
We're the same, so it's okay.
Even though she said that, I know she's probably just lonely. Because of that, too, I'm not time traveling tonight. I don't want her to wake up alone. It's okay if I stay an extra day. She hugs me tightly the whole night. The next day, I give her a copy of the keys to this house. It's hers too, after all.
Oh, by the way, I did the maths, and it's our birthday next time we meet. We should do something.
British spelling.
Maths.
There's a tinge of loneliness in her smile as she says this. Sure, let's buy a cake. The next day, we set out early to buy a cake. She picked a pink coffee chocolate cake. I remember how much I wanted that same cake, but I always got told it was way too girly. When we get home, I ask her what song she wants us to listen to. It's all the bands I liked as a teen. That makes sense, but it still feels weird to listen to these after so long. It's extremely awkward, although I say nothing. It's her birthday after all. I'm reflecting on my past tastes when she mentions she'd like to play in a band. Oh dear. I remember that phase. I wanted to play the bass because I liked the way a bassist of a band I liked looked. I wanted to be like her. Ultimately though, nothing came out of it. I remember how upset I was about it. Although, actually, it may be good that this came up. I couldn't help her back at the festival, but maybe I can do something about this now. I don't think you should actually try to play in a band.
Eh?
Well, yeah. That sort of thing is complicated and messy, you know? And it basically never works out. Maybe you should just stay in school. She suddenly glares at me.
Okay, what's up with you today?
Nothing. I just think you shouldn't risk it.
Cut the crap. I saw your look of disgust when we were buying the cake, when we were listening to the music I like. All day you've been looking at me like you hate me.
I tense up, realizing how I messed up. Well, I guess if there's someone who can see right through me, it's gotta be her. Of course I don't hate you!
So what is it then?
It's just... everything you say reminds me of how I used to be. Sorry, it's not your fault, I'm just cringing at my past.
So you do hate me.
Where did you get that from?
I think I have the right to get offended about you hating yourself.
She's got a point. Hey, I didn't mean...
Is that also why you never took these pills?
She just keeps pressing me further. I didn't take them because it was already too late for me. Usually her smile is the warmest sunshine, but today her stare just feels like it threatens to burn my very soul. Listen, you haven't gone through the same stuff I have. I grew up stuck in a room with people constantly looking down on me. I just don't want you to end up like I did.
And what's so bad about you, huh?
I don't know how to respond anymore. She stands up and gets closer to me, though.
I'm literally you, you know? I can't end up like anyone else but you. So tell me, what's so bad about me that you don't want me to end up like that? You think I have it any easier than you did? Everyone hates me too, you know? I only ever go outside when we hang out. You're the only person that likes me, or I thought you were.
Hey! The moment seems to last forever. The cake's slightly bitter aftertaste feels a lot more bitter, as if actively trying to make the situation worse. She's clearly very angry, but I can see the beginning of tears forming in her eyes. I feel horrible, and it just makes me hate myself even more for making her cry. Wait, no. That's precisely the issue here. I'm sorry. It's true. I don't think I've ever been more sorry about anything in my life. She seems to have calmed down a little at least. She sits back down.
Do you really hate me that much?
Of course I don't hate her, but it's undeniable I don't really like myself. Guess it really is the same though. You know, I could never afford a bass, but I bet we could go get one right now.
You wanna buy my love for that cheap after breaking my heart like that?
Well, at least she's in the mood to joke around again. Come on, I'm trying to apologize here. You want the one that's red and black, right? I'm starting to run out of money at this point, but there's no need to tell her that. There's only one reason I'm here in the first place, you know. So no matter what it is, if it makes you smile, I'm okay with it. However, she sees right through me.
If you really mean that, then go ahead and take the pills too.
Crap. But those are yours!
Oh, so you're denying me even something so simple?
I really don't know how to respond. She has me cornered.
I don't want you to just keep giving me stuff, you know? I just like you to stop hating yourself so much. It's getting kind of old.
I'm sorry. I didn't think it would bother you so much. She pouts at me.
Moron. Of course it would bother me. Even if we weren't the same, you're my only friend. And you basically hate everything about me, even if only indirectly. How do you think that feels? But even if it didn't affect me in any way, I just care about you. That's all. Don't make me beg. You obviously want to take them too, so just do it, okay? I'll get angry again if you don't.
Feels weird. I've spent my entire life trying to convince myself that I could never be a girl, that it's just a weird fantasy that I should get over. And then this girl comes over and shatters that idea in 10 days. She never even doubted that I was a girl. Then again, guess I didn't doubt her either. That night I grabbed a bottle, but this time it was for me. The pill tastes like marshmallows. The taste of marshmallow somehow reminds me of Mommy. We've gotten a lot closer since then. It's not that we didn't get along before, but that change in perspective made me stop being so harsh on myself. And I think she appreciates that too. If I think about it as if it was her I'm judging, it's effortless to forgive even my worst shortcomings, and all those flaws suddenly become endearing instead. It's as if I've learned to love myself through her. She started asking me to stay over every day. It's been a couple weeks, but I've only skipped time maybe 10 times? I guess it makes sense that she's so attached to me, since from her perspective she's known me her whole life. But that doesn't quite explain why the feeling is mutual. And yet, she managed to completely steal my heart in under a month. Yesterday she asked me to stay indefinitely. I think I might actually do it. Tonight is the new year. We went to the tree on the hill to watch the fireworks. It's almost midnight. You know, when we first met, I thought you looked like a princess wearing that dress.
My, what a pervert. Falling for a 12-year-old.
No one said anything about falling for you, dumbass. I just thought you looked pretty under the moonlight. Fuck, I forgot I was still narrating. She seems almost saddened by my words.
But you did fall for me in the end, didn't you?
Jeez, that's too blunt, you know? You have to be more tactful about those things. We both chuckle.
Fine, fine. Let me fix that.
Our hands touch.
The moon sure is pretty tonight, isn't it?
Continues to be indirect. It sure is! I'm not actually looking at the moon, though. There's no need. At this specific moment, it feels like all that is pretty in the world is right here, sitting next to me.
The funny arabesque.
That was pretty good. That was a bit abrupt.
Yeah, that's I think that's just what happens with the N Cup sometimes.
This got me
Yeah,
thinking about one of my favorite things.
Yeah, self-cessed.
No! What the fuck? How am I I'm so fucking cornered after that. How am I supposed to respond? Jesus.
It reminded you of Arabesque, the
No.
Debussy song.
It reminded me of Qualia the Purple.
Oh, yeah, I see what you mean.
It's-
But it's still okay.
I was gonna
almost-
ask a related question, but then you fucking threw that bombshell at me. Now I don't want to.
Yeah, great, great. You would. Fuck.
Anyway, do you think there's at least one or two Manabuhatos who called themselves for so long that they fell in love.
No one knows what you're talking about right now.
I'm asking you in particular, Marilyn.
Yeah, sure. I mean, that's possible. I mean, literally every single possibility, right?
Yeah, but how close
Yeah.
do you think those two got? Do you think they worked as a team?
They already worked as a team.
Yeah, but like, do you think they coordinated every action?
I don't know what you mean.
Okay,
I
but
don't know.
the
I don't know if
question.
this is a good conversation topic for the stream. Well, no one knows the manga you're talking about.
I just want to talk about the extended multiversal Manabuhato polycule.
We can get into the multiverse polycule after the stream, Gray.
Okay, fine. Fine. I also do just want to hear you talk. Thanks for doing the flirting for me.
I have nothing to add right now. I'm just thinking about the VN.
That was just really good. It was a cute VN.
Hashtag love yourself. Hashtag Yuri.
Mm-hmm. I'm a sucker for time travel and different universe stories. I'm still on edge from the first one when it comes to playing the new ones that we don't know about. That was a really nice VN about learning to be nice to yourself and love yourself. I mean, very literally, of course, but it's also like pretty serious. You should love yourself instead of hate yourself.
And you should travel back in time to give yourself pills.
God, I wish. I mean, it's one of the worst things you've ever sent me, Marilyn.
Sorry, I'll stop sending you random shit.
No, it's really good. I meant that positively. I was just wasn't expecting that. It's really silly. Okay. How are you feeling?
How about playing more?
Has anyone read the original Clannad VN? I have not. Wait. No, I haven't. Have you, Marilyn?
No.
Anyone in chat? Nop. The Nop. Chat has spoken, there's a consensus. Yeah, I watched the anime. I watched all of it. I did not read the light novels. Fuck, the visual novels, though. It's just like a drama visual novel series that got adapted extensively into an anime.
What's up next?
Okay. So, if we already continue down the list, we have Save Me. However, I don't know if this one is safe for work at all.
Save me.
This one has one screenshot.
Can I see? Can you link it to me?
On the itch page. Yeah, here.
Oh. I see.
Actually,
I would assume that this one is safe.
would you?
Yes, I would.
I
If it's not, we'll pull out.
if it starts feeling like it's not,
Okay.
maybe, yeah, okay. I have a request for you, Marilyn. can you entertain the stream for like 3 minutes while I use the restroom?
I kind of also need to use the restroom.
Okay, guys, we're going on a break.
Not too long.
Oh, I need to do a little bit of housekeeping anyway. So, when we started the stream, the music you guys heard, all of the music in today's stream is going to be from the soundtrack to Puyo Puyo 2 from the Sega Genesis. At the start of the stream, you heard the opening theme, then the main menu, then the mode select theme. And then next up, you're just going to listen to the how to play music, and then area A and maybe area B from the same game.
Yeah. Just to be clear, we will be back in about 5.
Yeah, we'll be back in like 5 minutes. Don't touch that mouse.
Don't touch that dial, folks.
You're watching Neo Venetian streams.
You're watching Cringe Lord streams.
We need to have a talk about that. Hi, I'm back. Okay, Marilynn's getting water. She's almost back. From what I can tell, nudity in games isn't really prohibited on Twitch in most cases, since it's really egregious. The main focus of the game, like hentai, so this only specifically by the ESRB. Okay. Well, that's good. I guess I don't have to edit things out. That was still a bit of a panic moment, though.
Hello.
Hi. My biggest advice is still absolutely just, if you liked the idea of it, please go play the game yourself. It's really good.
Yeah. We
Yet
couldn't
another,
show all that stuff.
yet another
I
banger.
wanted to, but Gray doesn't want to lose any streamer clout, and I get it, I guess.
I'm a prude. Apparently, I
Yeah, you're a
was.
prude. Gray hates sex.
It's true. What's the dam for? What? Sorry, chat. I know you guys wanted to see me go sexual mode on stream. Like, what?
Gray is ace. Don't
Yeah, gray ace, gray sexual. You get it? Get it?
discriminate.
Everyone lol. Please, thank you. Don't Dracula laugh at me in my chat. The count out here. Okay. So the music that you heard is so good. I love that song so much. That is the most Sega Genesis ass Sega Genesis song I've ever heard. It's one of my favorites. That was How to Play from Puyo Puyo 2 from the Genesis. Thank you, everyone, for sticking around even after the break. I'm so glad so many people like these streams. Makes me really happy and want to continue doing them forever and ever. And probably a little bit more frequent. Yeah. Okay. So what are you doing?
Me?
Yeah.
I was just announcing that we're switching games
Nice.
on Twitter, so I don't know. People
Awesome.
can join in, I guess, if they're interested in a particular game.
Cool, absolutely. So far I've only played ones that you haven't. Cool. You get to experience it vicariously through us.
Do you have any recommendations?
Yeah. Actually,
I'm interested to hear about some of the other games because I haven't played that many myself. I've read like 11 titles now, I think, and there's still so many. Like
still
there's
20
36
more.
submissions.
Yeah. This request, I suppose, goes out to all of chat, and I'm extending it to not just VN Cup entries. Do you folks have any games you would want us to play on stream, me or us? I'm willing to at least listen to all suggestions, since the audience isn't terribly big right now. You know, just kind of an open offer over the next like couple months, I suppose. Yeah.
Putting more like written record of my voice on the internet, slightly terrifying.
You don't have to join in on every stream, silly.
Well, it doesn't really have anything to do with that. It's more just like there is now like a significant record of my voice online to anyone who wants to find it, and that is slightly terrifying.
I see. I don't know, your
I don't
voice
know.
is
It's
cute.
just something. Well, thank you, but it's something I still like want to work on. You know.
Yeah, I
Whoa,
know the feeling.
big rumble. It's got a little bit of extreme weather going on
Yes!
over here.
Garage Bad Dream Adventure. I need to play Garage. I will do my best to see if I can stream Garage Bad Dream Adventure. Okay. So,
Video game.
I believe it's called Bad Dream Adventure? I know it's called at least Garage Bad Dream. I might have the last noun wrong though. The next game we're gonna try and play is called Save Me. And if it gets too scary for my frail scared of sex, little brain, then we'll do something else.
It's just specter of sex.
Oh no, I'm so scared. It's so sexual. Spexter. It's like a... when I heard that, when I read that out loud and heard myself say it, I imagined like a debonair... I don't know. Imagine it's the name of like a Batman Beyond character, for lack of better analogy. Let's hope this game isn't loud at launch. Oh. Oh my. Let me... Music volume. There's voices in this? Oh my.
Really?
I saw voice volume.
Voiced?
Okay, this should be good.
A lot of people don't know you can turn that off. This is not necessarily indicative.
Turn what off?
Audio.
Oh,
Save me.
my Windows volume mixer?
Stream for Mary? Stream for Mary?
No, you're getting scraps this time.
Oh, I'll have to watch this stream with a 50-minute delay and also including my voice. It'll be really hard to comment on this one.
No audio. Suffer. Okay. I have literally no idea what's in this one. This is uploaded
It's
to HIO.
the most mysterious, second most mysterious.
Second most mysterious entry. The
One
first most
one
mysterious
is just
entry.
a completely black screen with a download button.
Straight up, I'm not comfortable playing that one on stream. I have no idea what's in there. That one's when I'm playing alone. This one just says, "Save me" for VN Cup 2022, and it has one screenshot of a very cute little drawing. And it has no tags. It has one 5-star rating though, and I believe it. What's it called? Yeah, it's Wardfire. You look up Wardfire on itch.io. It's not dangerous. Please play it. I believe it's not dangerous. Is it like safe for work and okay to stream for audience? Deafening silence here. It's completely safe for work, yeah? Okay, never mind. We're gonna play Wardfire on stream eventually. Cool. Are you there, Marilyn?
I'm here. I have nothing to say. Start the damn game.
Okay, Jesus. Start. Thank you for the game, Studio Peanut Ball Fun. And someone actually used Minsyrup's music.
A familiar face.
I repositioned the gas pump back onto its holder. I aimed wrong and had to redo it a couple times. I know the feeling. Side to side, up and down. Finally, it's in. Never was good at that. Okay. I blankly stared towards the door. I paid at the pump with my card. Didn't need to go in. But I thought about my favorite plain salted tortilla chips, their off-brand sells. Always liked them more than the main ones. With what I'm doing, I ought to have them one more time. After continuing to stare into the dirty pavement, trying to decide, I feel a great shadow soaring over me. Glancing upwards, I see it was a bald eagle. My stomach spun itself around a little and my eyes felt heavy. Is this loud? This feels a little loud. Here we go. It might be a me. If it was drawn over, maybe. Why appear now, Eagle? Never mind all of that. I readjust my sights towards the door and my eyes now catch those of a tired-looking, anxious girl. Between moments of deep breathing, her eyes would become wide and wider again before returning to worn-out little slits. We met in our absent-minded stares again, an awkward little thing that I've always hated. My legs begin to take me without the fullness of my mind towards this mystery girl. Think of what my younger brother would do or say. It's the native's way to help out, right? Right? Can't help it. And if this gets weird, it's going to take off and be gone soon anyway. Let's have a last time of screwing up some interaction. Hi, hey.
I'll be Lydia.
You're Lydia.
Hi.
Hi. You look a little rough out here. You doing alright? I mean... I was right. This is uncomfortable. I guess I'll just wander into the store and get my chips.
Well, actually, I really kind of need some help. Who are you?
Name's Danae.
Okay. Like the way these they just like cycle these drawings of like the same scene. I really love that.
Yeah, it's really
It's
good.
really cool. Danae, where are you from and stuff?
Well, I'm from Iowa. I was just here in Wyoming to, visit. Oh, I think there is voices. Hold on.
Wait, actually?
I heard voices. So I was trying to spit out a little, not a lot, about who I am to this possibly shady stranger. I saw the change. From the moment I said Iowa, it was as if the gloom of the sky lifted. Silver gray remained the same, but I saw the sun reflecting in her eyes. Oh, it doesn't seem like it. Only sometimes.
Might have just been in the song.
Okay.
No way. I'm from there. I'm from Coralville. I want to live in Coralville.
Oh, by Iowa City.
Well, yeah.
They got that mall, right? Well, that big one, then the strip mall across from it. That's what I remember.
Mm-hmm.
I felt a little bad for a second derailing whatever important moment this was to think about shopping, but she started before I could find a way to patch it all up.
So you lived there normally? Right.
Her eyes began to dart across, widening and darting some more. Was she on something? Should I just run back to my van while I had a chance? What would my brother do?
I really need your help, please.
What's going on?
I'm in a really bad situation and I need to get out of here and back to Iowa, back to my family's house.
Oh, well, I can do that for you.
You came here on some trip, right? I don't have any money. I just need to leave here before they see me, if I can.
Who?
Sorry, I just have some people and I need to get away from them. Can I trust you? Danae?
Danae.
Oh, I see. That was like not knowing the name or something. Okay. Yeah, please.
I thought and thought in circles the fastest I ever had to come up with a lie big enough to have all this make sense. In my heart, helping her get home and away from whoever is menacing her. It's a nice thing I can do at a time like this. I feel happy to do it, so I must. Whatever fate is left in the world, whatever magical pull those tortilla chips must secretly contain, it led me to do something right. I gotta. Well, I came down here for a couple days to check up on a cabin my family owns. I normally come down every year to do some stuff. But it'll just be a few days staying here. Only one bed, but we got couches like crazy in there, so it'll be fine. I don't remember if there's changed clothes.
It's okay. Are you really gonna let me come with? Like, do you mean it, Danae?
She keeps making a point to say my name. I don't know hers yet. Yeah, if you're willing to be patient getting back home, I promise we'll make it with the time to spare for Christmas.
That's okay. However long it takes. Can we go now, or do you need to pay in there?
This is more important than chips. I don't know if she's just waiting and watching or someone's watching us. It's time to just leave. Okay, come on. I'm that big yellow van over there.
This art style, adorable.
It's really charming.
Thank you, Dene. Wow, okay.
We get in the van. I get some of my stuff off the passenger seat. Don't know why I felt it necessary to bring things, and now it's in the way. Okay, my first question though.
Huh?
I was trying to be overbearingly outgoing to ease her nerves. Stepped on them instead. Oh, I'm just asking, what's your name?
Oh, it's Lydia.
Lydia?
Yep, smiles.
The tiredness on her face doesn't leave when she smiles. It'll take about 2 more hours driving to get to the cabin.
Oh, cool.
If you need to go to the bathroom, we'll have to...
It's alright. I'm alright.
I sense getting out of this gas station is incredibly important. I begin pulling out and hit the road to our destination. Hey, we'll pass Grickelberg's on the way. Let's stop the civilization before the wild takes over. You can see the glowing G from the initial road into the place, but nothing like that once we're there. You want anything from him? I want something other than granola bars after all.
I don't have any money to use. I don't have any money on me.
I'm paying, Lydia. I got stacks on deck.
Yo, stacks on deck. Hi,
Well, I'll have to go wild tonight at Grickles.
Yo, Grickles.
Lydia began to open up to me about things. Good, since I didn't have much to share.
So I got this bag as replacement for my special bag.
Special bag?
Yeah, before I got token brought here, I had this cool yellow backpack I did with stickers and had safety pins on zippers, so no one could secretly get in if my back was turned or something. I had the... Oh, let me just look at this for a sec. Cool. Oh my god. There's so much art in this.
Yeah,
We're just kind of blazing through it.
it's really impressive.
And I had all my essentials packed in it somehow. Had it all. Even being homeless and stuff, I always have toothbrush and paste, deodorant, comb. Stuff like that. If you ever get money or a donation or like shelter giveaways, I refuse to give up that, so I already replaced those in there. I got really nothing else. My old bag had to change of clothes, undies, crackers, other easy foods to take with me, flashlight, umbrella, charger for my phone, utensils and a bowl, rags, some hand sanitizer, soap, hair ties, and barrettes. My glasses. Ow. Ow. More than being mad and sick at what happened to me, I'm still tickled all that's gone. Ticked. Add a notebook and pen, chocolate bar that melted and reformed again and again, and I promised to eat someday. My fold in and out cane. The all-time favorite Valentine little Devos, the strawberry ones. Can't believe it's all gone.
I can help you get some of that back when we go back to Iowa.
I mean, it's okay. Just the little things you do. Just the little things you do get to keep.
So you lost it somewhere?
Those people, when they grabbed me up, they made a point to throw it out. Had my phone still in the back pocket. I hid my phone in their car, hoping somebody could do a GPS and find what happened to me. Last time I was in that car, I grabbed it back, took my path to run.
Man, that's lucky.
Even if I had someone to call, had nobody to call. Know what I mean? But even then, phone was dead and I hadn't gotten a charger since. I already couldn't pay the monthly bill for cellular and data. I'd have to use Wi-Fi and get my friends on Blipper or something. And get to my friends on Blipper or something.
Hey, I'll get you a charger. I should have one in my supply pack or one of the drawers at the cabin.
Oh, thank you. And if I can get my life back to something, I gotta go and pay for my birth certificate, ID, social sec, all of everything just gone. My bank accounts were dry anyway. Still recurring bills all piling up the time. Can't go anywhere. Can't go nowhere.
I thought of asking
I
her
thought
more on if she had a job, etc., but finally we pulled into the cabin. But so is it bigger or smaller than you were thinking?
Oh, it's cute.
A little wobbly, but still love it enough to stay. Let's go in.
Yeah.
We took our leftover Grickle food, a bag I keep in my van with supplies and my laptop, little things like that. Lydia had her deflated backpack with her and the dead phone. I clapped my hands after entering, pretending to bring the structure back to life. Then after finding switches and such, I explained to Lydia. So, yeah, this is owned by my extended family. My brother's some big shot and got this bought property around it. But we're allowed to go ahead and hunt this whole area for some tribal allowance, but this thing got everything a normal house in a town has.
Whoa, I've never been in a cabin.
The glow of light filled my heart heavily. The consequences of my lies hadn't slapped me yet. Oh, here's a charger, Lydia! Lydia waited anxiously for the phone to begin charging up. At 0, she decided to just leave it. I showed her the tiny single bedroom and the couches I was hyping up. It's normally just me who comes here, so they're still in pristine condition. Not all blackened and worn and dented up yet.
They smell good.
Let me go see what clothes we got here. I'm really not sure. Oh, Lydia, I'm so sorry. These look like all that's still here. I always would come and hunt alone, so it didn't matter. I grabbed out a set of embarrassingly plaid pajamas. One set red, white, and black, and the other set some green mixed in.
Oh, they're cute.
Got plenty of blankets on this rack. Come get some if you need.
Okay.
And here's the shower. Got some soap in there already.
Oh.
With everything I showed her, her eyes beamed up even more. The heating ramped up and soon I felt cozy. There's also a little wood stove in the corner. For some reason, flashing before my eyes, I imagined the two of us burning something in there and relaxing together. I shook how that made me feel out of my heart and continued on. See, this is why I have granola bars and ordered extra at Grickle's. Being unmaintained for an unknown amount of time, the fridge was completely empty. We put some of our leftovers in as its temp got colder.
This place is so nice and cute, blush.
We settled down, cleaned up, put on the ridiculous and embarrassing pajamas. My pair fit me well enough, but hung like a sack on Lydia. She came out and shook around to make me laugh, then tightly tucked the extra fabric in. The pants kept sliding down, and there was still a little long extending past toes on her already long legs. I decided to leave the further interrogation on who she was for the next day. I couldn't leave her to sleep in the bedroom. We both lay out the moonlight and dark purple of the sky bearing down on us. She insisted she simply sleep on the floor, saying it was too comfortable to leave. I took the couch across from her and couldn't quite accept how this day had gone. I wake up first, but it looks like Lydia had gotten up and readjusted herself on the rug. I hoped I wasn't being too obnoxious making a pot of coffee. But sure enough, Lydia popped up and we had an early little leftover Grickle breakfast together. You want to lie back down?
No. Just yawning is so fun. Yawn.
Lydia!
Yawn. Man, that shower was so good last night. Woo!
We ended up talking about the smell of the coffee waking humans of all kinds up, and this led to finding out about Lydia's past lives.
So yeah, I was at Flying Donut. Probably my favorite job because we got free donuts. But even there, the donuts would get boring and got really old eating and smelling burned coffee all the time. And throwing so many of the pretty and just fine ones away because of regs. What's regs?
Regulations.
Oh, was so painful. Was so painful. Sorry, gotta get those stretched out vowels. Even more thinking of it now, I'd be so fat, but I could be fed each and every night with those around. forget all the other restaurants and stores doing the same thing each closing time.
See, I had a job too at one of the restaurants at the casino close to where I live.
Oh, really? Just line cook or?
Yeah, I was just wasting away in there. Sound of popping oil all day, smell of musty grease wherever I roamed. Fine to eat, but being trapped in there sucked. And I'm just a weirdo when it comes to working as a team. Just was uncomfortable all the time. Awkward, quiet, screwed up some big orders.
I didn't like it at first either. I worked at a few food places before Flying Do. Wonder what that's referencing.
Flying donut.
Oh. What was the donut place near you that has a very like anime knockoff name?
Donut Star?
Yeah, Donut Star.
Mildly doxing myself here, except there's 10 quadrillion donut stars across the country.
Dude, purchase lease.
Purchase lease.
Purchase lease with checkouts and returns for a bit. Then I got sick and lost everything and well,
Have fun on your break, Kyo. I don't really know what to say to BRB.
Full-time job.
Yeah. Watching my streams.
You got sick?
That was me!
Oh.
I'll kill you! Fucking kill you! Oh, you got sick?
Wait, noticeably lighter voice than normal for that character. Yeah, that's kind of why I'm tired all the time, kind of wobbly, and can't do what I used to anymore. I have to move around because of living fully outside, but that wears me down more. Was in the hospital, did chemo, felt worse before and started feeling better towards the end. Then everything was cut off at once. Can't get my meds, no money, no more treatments if I ever need to start them again.
Wow.
Life on ramen cups and saltines is a life worth living, but your body really should have more, so I'm not exactly helping.
But it's not your fault, you get what you can grab.
Oh, people tell me all the time, save that $2.29 you got from others helping you this week and just buy a banana and a bell pepper or something. Still have cents left for a single orange. Kinda crap.
Ugh, people. So when you go back home to your family, things will be better? You'll live with them till you can get a job again?
I can't get a job or disability right now. Oh, I'm going to see them. Hopefully the holiday spirit will be in them to let me stay a while. Not counting on it.
They're the bad type of folks?
Well, well, my mom is gone already and my dad just doesn't like me. Getting sick and needing him to pay for a lot of it was kind of a final straw. He's a pastor, stuck between following a set of rules and being a good person who helps and has has love in his heart, so it's strained.
Sorry about that, your mom. Wow, I'm so bad at handling how to be apologetic and supportive.
Yeah, I got to know her a little while. She left us when I was in middle school. Hurt a lot. Trapped us with him. I have a younger sister who's, she's like the good type girl, so she's real whatever to me. Don't know her if she's changed yet, basically. Then I got my older sister. I call her my favorite sister, not to crap on the younger one, but we've always gotten along.
Oh, I bet she's worried about you bad.
She's had to be more distant with me too. My dad's influence on community kinda seeps into everything. She's grown and gone on her own, but there's definitely something keeping her from being too real around me. If he'd also be there. She's a massage therapist, opened her own place in one of the strips. When I was down in Coralville, I'd go to her place and she'd do mine for free. We got to talk as long as we wanted because I showed up at closing. It was nice. But yeah, I couldn't get a hold of her even after being brought here. No cell service.
Oh, that's right. Still, I hope she's ready to see you again. It might be sad for her.
Yeah, and I do wonder if my little sister is still on about that super schoolgirl honor society gifted club crap. That stuff really gets to your head and rots it. It's not that I would know. I always got B's and C's. My favorite sister was all A's, so I'm the odd one out. Things going on in my head back then. Didn't care. Didn't want to.
See, school was painful for me too. I had friends there, would always sit by them at lunch, group up with them after school before everyone made their way home. Even in projects, we'd choose each other as teammates, but if they ever had something going on for the weekend, or at birthday parties, some sort of hangout somewhere, it was like I never existed. A lot of them were actually relatives. I'd see them at gatherings, but they'd never try to include me. I was too depressed about it to even ask them why and what I did. Or what I could do to be better and wanted. My grades were all over the place. A's all around, B's, C's, randomly throw in a D or F for a class I just didn't get. I had to do summer school sometimes, never did much during our vacation breaks, so it didn't matter to me. At least I graduated.
Haha, I know what that's all like. I had friends for a while, but it was me who drifted away. I was too scared to sit by anyone really at lunch. You go to school together for years and go through the same structured crap and still don't know how to talk to them. I couldn't stomach eating in the bathroom stall like you see in movies. That's so gross. But I'd awkwardly stand by the vending machines, back kinda turned so people wouldn't notice me. The bigger smartphones took hold around that time in high school, so that saved me from looking like a total creep. At least on my phone. I went through some tough and scary times. Favorite sister got me it for Christmas to celebrate pushing through. I was screen addicted ever since. And I didn't graduate, turns out.
Aww.
It kind of doesn't matter though. Like I just did GED, then tried getting into community college, but then I started getting sick, so that took me right out as I had a few classes down. They got me a scholarship and everything, but I couldn't concentrate. Had more of the family issues, had to give that up.
Oh man. Well, I don't have anything going on. I never even tried. Decided after school I was finished with all that. None of the desk jobs college gets you is my style anyway.
You said you worked in food. What else?
That was basically it. I have a middle brother that helped me get it. Came back to the world after drinking and drugs, getting to him. Had a couple kids with different women, that sort of guy. But had a few DUIs, then violent at a party, ended up doing time in jail. He worked in another casino food place and talked me up to the management people hiring. Still, he's a real spooky grump back in rehab these days. A lot of natives just like that. Don't even remember his voice now. But that's still been my only paid real-world job. Stupid, I know. I gotta get out there someday, that mommy and daddy aren't helping me along.
Your mommy and daddy must love you a lot.
Well, they...
You say native, like, what does that...
Oh, me and my family are Native Americans, so we say native for short. It's how we say it.
Is that what you guys like being called, or is Indian like a slur?
We joke still about how we weren't even the right Indians that Columbus guy was looking to buy crap from and still pay for it in centuries since. Some of us say Indian too, it really just depends.
Oh, I went to school with some I think were native people. They have big families a lot, right?
Yeah, most parents have a ton of kids, are from a family with double that amount. There's a great grandmas that are only in their 60s, stuff like that happens. So that's kind of been sticking point for me. I got no kids, no plans for them, no man.
No man,
We even do spouses a little different, but basically to be native as a woman or a man, you need a lot of kids. Or you aren't doing your part. Everything's dwindling, everyone's fading out. Some clans just don't have members anymore. It's kind of sad, can't lie. But I'm not even really into tribe matters anyway. I want to respect my elders and the ones who came before, but I just don't believe in their stuff.
Well, I was raised in the religion that stripped you of the land and the right to be yourselves. And because of that, I can't stand mine either. It makes my skin crawl thinking about how there's some disconnect. We're the heroes of the world, guided by light, and what we did with that light. Enslaved, killed, tortured, scammed, enslaved more under different terms and conditions, lied and tried to sell that light, our beliefs, and had nothing to do with it. We were never wrong because we were following the only thing that's ever right.
Yeah, it sucks. And I want to be empowered and have my ancestors live on through me. But how do I do that if I think spirits are fake? The rituals don't do anything. There's some freaky, archaic rules in us too.
What freaky rules?
Oh, we have an odd idea of who gets to be a real enrolled native. Do we count women? Do we count kids who are mixed race? Can't do certain events, even to see away a relative that passed if we're on our period. A lot of things about women, of course. Can't be around pregnant women if we're on our period.
A lot of period trauma going on.
I had to follow along and just do it. Oh, and we cancel any celebration, no matter how big or small, how expensive, if a tribe member dies. That one I'm kinda okay with. It's giving respect to the person, but it makes planning even more of a what if for us. We're bad enough with schedules on our own. We canceled giant powwows for days before opening before. That's a year of planning, and someone's dedication and money thrown out.
Oh, I've been to those before. They were really cool to see.
And stuff like that is why I can't fully leave it all, you know? Everyone is supposed to be so close-knit and giving and proud of each other, just to still be here after all this time. How do I turn my back on something so genuine, keeping something alive what the country wished never was in the first place?
I thought seeing everyone dressed up and dancing and the singing and drums, it was so cool. But it's a special type of event for a reason.
And I'm my own enemy again. The kiddos that don't learn the ways, the language, the dances, it all disappears. If you have kids, you can just raise them and train them the white way. Doesn't matter if you pop out 20 of them, the way of life is gone. All that's left is the face, the skin.
Oh man.
It's complicated.
And from my side, it hurts. Like you see a gentle little old woman, born and raised in a totally different setting to ours. She believes so strongly in Jesus, does all kinds of things to help a neighbor, but has the most to say when a guy's wearing makeup. And could write a whole novel about the dark skin marching in the streets. Thinks she wouldn't feel as hurt as them. It's just disappointing. Wouldn't Jesus be really embarrassed by that?
And we got those types too. For some families, the re-education worked. It's too bad. We talked and talked our way into mid-morning. Man, it was so nice to getting to talk to someone about this stuff. I'm normally in my own head.
Yeah, and I learned some stuff I just didn't know.
Feels nice. Someone who will listen, even if I'm just complaining stuff we can't change now. Lydia had spoke some more on the struggles of homelessness. Of sometimes finding a buddy from online to help with money or pay, but being milled into servicing scary abusers pushed her away from getting them involved. For their own safety, she'd rather stay away. If she could just make it back to Coralville, Iowa, maybe it would be all over. She'd be in Waterloo for a while.
Is IA the state code for Iowa?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
That's crazy. It's the craziest thing in this whole VN.
Trusted people had that trust broken, tossed around, and eventually those seeking her out as prey boarded her up to a place she had no connection or a way out of. I couldn't decide if it made me feel lucky for my own life, and to have been at that station at that time, or just very, very sick. By this time, the sun was shining brightly outside, the kind that makes you feel radioactive yourself. We continued chatting here and there and ventured outside. I wanted to show her around the areas I'd hunted and fished in years prior.
Oh, it looks so cool.
Lydia walked ahead of me for a bit. Each of her steps had a nice smell. I know it was just from the same years-old shower gel that both of us used in the cabin, but it was really noticeable to me. We talked a bit more on silly life stuff and fly fishing for catching trout.
This whole hunting and fishing for yourself thing is so inspiring. You can just rely on yourself.
Walking back, I talked at a shamefully overbearing length on field dressing, processing, costs of sending to processing, temps for meat before and after hanging, how dirty such a job was, the heaviness of it all, the treks back and forth even if using a vehicle, what happens if you shoot your kill in the stomach instead of the neck, how long to wait and how to decide when to pursue a shot, coolers and ice in winter climates. I also got into my past hunting trips overall.
So you had to do all that by yourself? What the hell? Why?
Well, this hunting thing was one of the only things me and my dad had together. We bonded a bit over it, and I was good, or just lucky. Not every hunt is successful, or as successful as you want it to be. Dressing, preparing hide, hanging, waiting, butchering, then hurrying home is a tough job. It takes a certain kind of person. I guess that's me. No guarantee it'll go well. My past hunts, I'd get what I'd really needed to take home to provide at least. An elk, hopefully, maybe a moose. Some years they ask for duck. Oh, and they love getting some of those trout. But I do it myself because I can. I've proven myself, but I ain't paying room and I suddenly stopped. The fire within me, begging me to lie some more, began to rage. Oh, it's just... my parents and siblings put money towards my rent. See, I live in Ames.
Oh.
They live on a natives-only bit of land with the rest of their tribe in another town. But they help me, they have to, with everything, or else I'd be homeless too. I don't go out and work a job, and what I get for being in the tribe isn't enough.
Oh, I get it.
Yeah, so the hunting trip I take every year, leading to Christmas, it was real important for them, and for me. If I could just do this, at least this, my grandma, grandpa, aunts, uncles, parents, brothers, and sisters, and their family could get some free meat. Helps they're expensive.
That's a lot of meat you'd need though, right?
You'd be surprised how much a single elk can provide, but like I said...
Your van would be super packed.
Yeah, I swear some years I'd be sparks flying, scraping the road all the way back to Iowa.
But you stopped?
Just this year, actually. It just feels right to come out here close to Christmas. Needed to see it, just be here. But hunting was getting to be so tiring, so stressful for whether it'd be good enough or not. Some years they don't act like it is.
Jerks.
I was happy to be useful, but they can't be bothered to say thank you. I mean, I could get hurt out there, die... Stop right there. I could just be struggling alone. I'm still really young, so age isn't the reason. It just doesn't seem to make sense anymore.
But this is your first year not doing it, right? You could always start it up again, right?
When I told my mother I wasn't going this year, she barely spoke back to me. Looked like I had become part of the wall. Then I just walked out. Or then just walked out. I'm gonna need to scramble eventually. I think my day's coming now.
Oh no, not you too.
Don't trust they'll keep supporting me. I gotta find a cheaper place. And do the worst thing ever. Get a job.
So true. Oh, could you be a truck driver? Big van driver? A big van driver, oh my god. Be one of those package delivery companies, like Bivex. Bibex?
I don't know about all that.
You'd be real good, strong, big, and enough to raise a moose up. Good at driving big cars. It's really cute. Job would mainly be alone too. Hey, maybe you should look into this.
Maybe you're right. I never thought that as an option for some reason.
Before I found out how much being ill sapped me of energy and stuff, I had a dream of being a postal service worker. You get to be on your own all day, giving people their bills and letters, stay super active, everyday journey. Feel powerful and needed by people, and of course, the government job benefits. Heh.
Postal service. Are they actually keeping it? You're still keeping up with me walking back.
Danae, I am in pain. Pain. I want to look tough for you. And well, maybe I'll join Vivex or something instead. If it would come to that, if any of this were possible. Vivex would mean driving, so it's something with mail. I get a bit emotional about it.
Aw.
It's somebody's heart, intentions, and little stories of life. Or just the water bill, credit card junk packets, pizza deck coupon flyers. Okay, not so romantic, but I still want it.
Laugh.
Laugh.
When we got back into the cabin, we cleaned up a bit, changed into day clothes. I told her more about my family situation. So the guy who bought this place is my oldest brother, finance dude, banking man. I don't really know what he does. He's just rich off of it or something. Has a wife and kids and stuff. Good for them to have an easy life, I guess.
Suspicious.
Hey, I don't know. My older sister is 2 months from being a registered nurse. Has a husband and 2 sons. There's that one brother I talked about that got into trouble.
He helped you get a job at the casino.
Yeah, you really do remember my ramblings. Well, yeah, he's got kids and...
Multiple women, too.
Yeah, that's him. All he's really done is kind of low-level, low-pay jobs. Gas stations, pizza delivery.
Pizza. Ooh, that sounds good.
And then I got a younger brother. We always got along growing up. We were in high school at the same time for a year or so. He's kind of iffy on the tribe stuff too, but even he's kind of fading out for me. I think in his best interest, he'll break contact one of these days. He's always been real kind to people, always fine with talking no matter who it is.
He really does sound like you.
What? Well, I try to be more like him. Sometimes. Oh, and he has a longtime girlfriend too. She's really sweet. Native. Has sworn off having kids too, said she never was interested in that part of womanhood. She'll have the same issues as me soon, but my brother doesn't seem to want to push her into it. Hope he doesn't.
Mm-hmm. I don't have very much to say about my family. Just had a pretty huge disagreement, got kicked out, failed out of high school, failed in college, failed some more becoming homeless, and not just powering through free illness. Through the illness.
Wait, he kicked you out before you could graduate? Were you an older kid in your class?
No, you know, parents can just do that and get away with it still. I was the one in the wrong. I used to worry about my little sister. She's still got a couple years of school. Mom's gone. Favorite sister only pops in to check on her. She's kind of trapped and alone with whatever goes on there. She frustrates me, but I can't wish nothing bad on her. I hope she's doing just fine, and I'm overreacting like usual.
Sorry.
What's wrong, Danae?
Just you saying trapped with someone, especially when you're younger.
Yeah?
You already know what this is like, but when I was growing up, my older brother would do really creepy things to me. And by the time I realized it was weird, not just mean older sibling stuff, I told my parents and my sister about it. Nothing. Just didn't care. Barely believed me. And once they did accept it really happened, nothing was done. I guess, like, what were they going to do 6 years after? It's still stuck in my heart, though. They were fine with what I was used for.
This is rough. Danae.
I hope it isn't making you think too much about your times trapped. Just, I never feel okay to talk on stuff like that. You're someone who will listen and understand. Oh, and after it all, my sister went and dropped me as a person. Why? What does that even mean?
They love this rich, important brother too much, or just his money, power. They can't give them what he can, so of course they jump from your ship. They don't benefit from being fair to you, so why should they? But him? He's the star for making it. I'm worried he might be doing that to other people still. Types like him never change.
I was thinking that too.
Ah, people can't be normal. I don't know if that was the right
Well,
voice
that was the line,
voice
right?
acting, voice acting at the same time. I do have to be thankful for my favorite sister. It's just with all my issues, she was always there to hear me, see me. Really, she did support me through it all.
Did she ever help you with money?
Well, I hope when we get back to Iowa, she still remembers me and loves me.
Oh, Lydia. Hearing Lydia say loves me caused me to gently hug her side, then quickly slink back as we got to the cabin door.
Danae,
Sorry.
I...
Hey, are you hungry? Either we can go back out to Grickelberg's or eat these yummy granola bars.
We can do that.
Really?
What happened to the text scrolling?
There never was any. It was just left
What?
as default, so all the messages
Mandela
filtered away.
effect? Did I get Mandela affected?
Apparently.
So for our mid-afternoon lunch, we ate chocolate chunk granola bars. Too many of them.
Wait, I think this is me. Just
Oh.
being silly.
Well, whatever. I so swear the chocolate used to taste sweeter, and the bar part was so bland.
Yeah, these things are so sticky now too. Ugh, water. We bonded some more over things we bumped into online, Iowa and stuff. Throughout this, I kept staring deeper into her eyes. Dark green. Why? What am I doing?
So yeah, remember the boba fusion chain that would charge by weight? Then franchises got caught putting discs of like lead into the cups.
Just so the scale would have them look way heavy?
Yeah. Then some old man got suspicious and tore the plastic bottom apart. Crazy.
Did you see that lady was cooking green beans in hot glue? She was squirting the glue gun and it would make the green beans sizzle.
Might have offline and missed that one. Things move so fast on there.
Well, she turned out to hate Asians.
What?
Well, it was a whole thing. I'll show you later.
Yeah, I had the pork chop on a stick and the triple diced caramel bar. I always thought the fair lemonade was worth it, whatever price they put.
Like $13 freaking for one cup.
It might be 16 by now. But when you're thirsty from walking these crowds all day, nothing's better. I gotta go back, but the friend I used to go with is long gone out of my life now.
Maybe we could go.
Really?
Well, yeah. Who knows, I mean...
You were saying earlier you thought the fair was kinda not that interesting unless you're a farmer. You don't wanna go.
I say a lot of things. Don't listen to me.
Yeah.
We got dead full on those stupid granola bars. So far, Lydia never asked about the real, painfully absent detail from me. How long we were staring and why. Staying and why. Truth is, I had no concept of what to do at this point. Eventually, we leave back to Iowa. Before Christmas, that is. We had the whole week of December 20th reaching out to us. A couple days spent driving and sleeping in the van. Gotta think. Nah, just ignore it. The day faded to black, leaving an almost moonless night. The glow of my laptop singed the air with a bright white. Lydia and I knelt and sat side by side close to the screen. I showed her my favorite documentary channels online, some anti-conspiracy videos, then we watched clips from a movie I liked.
Hey.
Lydia smiled and her face turned 2 shades of pink. She pulled out her phone.
Here, look.
On her phone was a drawing of a tired anime girl. My heart started beating faster, a spotlight sizzling my eyes. We had something so pitiful in common. Poor us, I thought. Anime? We both stared into the walls for a second before nervously laughing.
This is so cute.
This is incredible.
uh,
Yeah.
yeah, that I grew up on that stuff, so it's all I know to draw.
Wait. I turn a light on, shuffle in a drawer. I turn on my old MP3 player and hit shuffle while turning the volume up. Closer and closer to Lydia, held one earbud to her. I kept hitting next track until I heard a gentle song that I hoped she would like. I couldn't quite see it in the night's still darkness, but I could feel her toothy smile.
That one's really nice.
Okay, one more, then we should head to bed. The next song was an upbeat, dancey track. I tried to skip it, but she demanded I go back. You know this one?
No, but it sounds fun.
I lost whatever chains were tethering me to the floor. I hit the volume to max and let Lydia hold both earbuds. I started doing a stupid little dance for her. She clapped and laughed and clapped and laughed for it. I was laughing hard too. I forgot what that sounded like. After this, she went to shower. I had a couple lights back on, their orange glow lulling me to sleep before she returned. When I woke up again on the couch, she was crumpled up next to me. I didn't say a word, but went into the shower. I stood in that hot water for a long time, looking down on myself. I felt a little stuffy nosed all of a sudden. I wondered if I was pretty. Our early morning was spent watching some of the anime Lydia likes. I wasn't a real fan of it, but knowing she was a die-hard fan for BBBB-chan warmed my heart. I knew from now on, it would make me think of her. But every fleeting glimpse of such a future filled me with a hollow, sinking pain. What am I gonna do?
Aw, man, I'm starting to drift in and out again. I think I'm...
I tried to put out a blanket on her, but...
Danae, it's getting close to Christmas Eve. My parents always have family and neighbors, people from their jobs and church over that day. I think Christmas was just the main family in town. How long a drive it take to get back?
Oh, that's right. For some reason I thought... Oh, crap. Well, driving back, it's like I can sleep just a bit and continue on.
That bad? I mean, I don't want to be some bother. You already saved my life.
No, it just felt right to do. Well, if we head out tomorrow, we can...
You really saved me, Danae, and I don't know if I care about the Christmas Eve thing, really. As long as I get home, if I can make it around for the 25th instead, I'm good.
Well, I'm really glad I saved you. You're a... I wasn't thinking of what my brother would say. I wasn't worried about not sounding cool and aloof enough. I stared at that sleepy face next to me and hoped she would understand I meant it. Hoped she was awake enough to hear it. You're a really sweet girl, Lydia. I guess you didn't hear it. I thought more on how the timing for the drive back would go and heard a weird little noise.
Heh 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 ha ha ha.
Lydia's face was all scrunched up and she was giggling like mad.
I didn't know how to respond to that, so I was trying to think. Then I fell asleep and I had a little tiny weird dream and I woke up like, oh crap, I didn't say anything. Danae, I love you.
Lydia.
Heh.
Lydia reached her hand out to me and I held it. You're goofy from being so tired. She took my hand and swung my arm all around and continued laughing. I fell into a sudden dream with Lydia right next to me. I felt trapped. I felt empty. I felt that not waking up would be better. I felt that this was a moment I'd always remember. I got another hit of the shower gel sent from her. We woke each other up to both go to the bathroom in the middle of the night. Now too wired to go back and sleep, we lazily watched videos on my laptop and made the final plan for later today. We'd pack everything back up and start the journey back home. It was all gonna work just like that. And it did. We talked about grades in school again, how we were both recession teens, how Lydia used to get made fun of for how cute her cursive was. That didn't make sense. I wish I could have gotten it and had a nice script still. I could barely remember how the letters look now. They don't even teach this anymore.
Yeah, so soon everybody will sign their name just writing it.
Everything is just a tap on phone now anyway. We talked about time spent lurking online around the same types of people in our younger years. We gave each other the knowing look and moved on talking about sports. Yeah, natives basically come out the womb with a basketball glued to their hand.
Oh my god.
I used to spend whole summers playing with my younger brother. One of the things I got to be proud of teaching someone. My older siblings never wanted to play, like I was too young and them too old. Fakes.
I was supposed to join wrestling, but my grades were getting bad and they had to drop me. School policy. I was so glad to be failing. Yuck.
What? Your school had women's wrestling?
Oh, I mean...
Hmm?
I don't know why I said wrestling. I mean gymnastics. We would always train together, the same part of gym.
What she said didn't make sense, but I stumble on my words all the time too.
So, did you actually get to play games?
I did for a couple years middle school, then high school, freshman team. Then quietly just told my parents I wasn't going because I hated it so bad. I never had the ball, and if I did, was no asset on the team. Playing with my brother was fine. We always joked about playing bad. He always said I was going to be Girl Kobe if I kept at it.
We don't need we don't ever know any female basketball. We don't ever know any female basketball players to name.
Whack.
I was supposed to do baseball, football, I mean soccer.
Football, goal!
Yeah, soccer. I would quietly just walk away from practice until team officially kicked me.
Ouch. Wasn't that really uncomfortable having to face everybody at school after bailing?
Never got to be friends with any of those guys, but they just knew and left it to the coach to deal with me. Getting old enough for a steady job fixed all that.
Oh man. We'd better get back to getting ready to leave. You want Indian time too because of me?
What?
We still have our sun and moon clock in us. Guarantees we'll be late to get there and last to leave.
Oh, I kinda get that. That's funny. Being out, no job, no school, no family to be with. Kinda just on your own to care about time until sunset. But some other people out there been doing it way longer than me. Very scheduled, strict on timing. I started watching the sun too, trying to have some balance.
Lydia said she wanted to go for a walk before we left. Since waking up in the middle of the night, sitting talking till morning light, and would be sat in a van riding for hours, she wanted to get her legs moving a bit. I completely understood as I was dreading the coming hours too. I'd be riding with her, but it still seemed monotonous driving all day and night. The bright winter sun was searing through the cloud cover, and the snow was turning to a gross gray mush. Lydia kept kicking the slush around, splatting it like box smashed potatoes.
Snow cone.
Ew, no! We kept walking a bit, and the sun finally broke through the blanket of clouds. We could see some blue hiding in between. Sometimes I forget how the sky works, and was really excited to point this apparent anomaly out to Lydia. She rolled her eyes and stared long at me like I was the biggest dork, but... her dork. After shaking her head, she...
So, you know how you said we'd get back for Christmas?
Yeah, if we...
Like, you said you normally come over here to do the hunting thing, but stopped with this year, but you came anyway?
Yeah.
You just needed to clear your head? Like, were you gonna end up staying here for Christmas? An excuse reason to be away from your screw-up family, or...?
A hole in my stomach formed. As I tried to contact my past lies, I told her, remember what the lies exactly were. I finally began to regret them deeply. I knew this was a once-in-a-lifetime meeting, a one-time passing, fleeting, temporary diversion. Unexpected, all those words that mean the same thing. I'd been telling myself the whole time it didn't matter what I said to her. She'll go home and all. I didn't plan that for my sake. It's far from my sake. I didn't. I wouldn't see her again, no way, no how. I went fully quiet. Our pace walking slowed to a stop. That hole in my stomach continued by tearing into my intestines. I began heating up like an oven, with the same twisting nausea of menstruation. I was about to patch up the lies with more believable lies. I didn't owe her the truth for nothing. I'm not even getting paid for the ride. I started getting petty. I grabbed the pitchfork hiding in my spine and held it to my own neck.
Danae, are you sad about your fam? You don't gotta talk about it with me anymore. I just wondered why you'd be all alone this time of year. And you only pack granola bars and water, and like, Crickles isn't that far, but you only had 2 sets of pajamas, and like, you're someone who plans stuff pretty well.
Retracing my lives backwards to what was now obvious to both of us. Piece missing caused me to panic. I already tried fighting myself, my skin too tough to pierce. Running was all I could do. Fear causes the stupidest of things, so stupid. I began to run in the melted snow, running straight with no plans of stopping. How I'd explain myself. How I'd fix any of the stupid little mistakes I'd made now, all my life. All my life, all my life, all my life. All I had was my own body running into nothing. It was all I could do. You can run until you run off a cliff or smack into a mountain or dive into a body of water. At some point you have to change direction or keep going. I saw a clear way ahead and kept running, faster, faster. But I heard it from behind me, shrieking, huffing, and puffing.
Danae!
It's a new line.
What? It's frozen for me.
What the? The last 2 letters should be capital.
Oh, I didn't notice. Then, hey! Where are you going? I just noticed she has a snail on her head. Oh my god. Is that supposed to be a snail?
I think before it was just like a hair tie.
It looks like a snail, and I think that's cute, and that's my headcanon.
It's good.
Stop, Danae. What's going on, Danae?
Seeing her, tired out her mind, strained body nearly keeping up with me, about to grab my hand. The way a prey animal stares into their doom before their thread is cut. I broke it all. The Danae I am in my head, the Danae I am in this world tore each other's heads off. And every little feeling, each locked away memory, flowed like lava, making every breath more sore than the next. Lydia, I wasn't gonna come home. I wasn't ever coming back.
Danae, just tell me what's going on. We're gonna be alright.
Lydia, I came out here to just die. I was never gonna see that stupid fake freaking family of mine ever again. I wanted to be alone. I brought my favorite hunting rifle with me in case I wanted to cause a scene for them to clean up. I might have just let myself starve or lay in the cold or get sick, freeze solid. Wander out at night and get killed by the wolves. I didn't even plan that far, I just was done. I wanted them to have to think about me. I wanted to be done, Lydia. My life's been so empty. I don't know how to fix it. I've been like this forever. How am I supposed to fix anything now?
Danae.
I'm scared, Lydia. And how was I supposed to tell you? I just couldn't do it now.
I understand.
I had something to take care of for once that I felt so good about doing. That I actually wanted. Not wasting my time and life for some job. Making some family with children I don't want. No following crap. I just don't care about it. How I needed to protect you. I don't know how to go back home even. I didn't tell him I was taking off. What happened next wasn't supposed to matter.
Danae, I'm listening to you.
You always are.
I was worried at the start. I'm worried now. I had a lot of fun. I didn't think I'd have fun again. Can I tell you something important for me?
Yeah.
I was going to do the same thing, probably.
Huh?
I've already been cast out. No future. Know what'll come next. Just wanted to see my dad's face. Him seeing that I was still alive and kinda well all this time. I get to say hi and goodbye again to my favorite sister. Then I go back to being on the streets. The inevitable would happen. I'd get picked up by someone again, someone awful. I'd never get out. I'd get beat, I'd starve, I'd lose my mind and body all at once. At this point, if I could just show myself to my family again, then disappear forever, I'd be fine. There was so much life. There was so much in life that I wanted. I just didn't want it enough to win. So I'm trapped at the bottom. I'm so tired I never want to wake up. Tired of this world that hates me, wants me to be a liar to live, needs me to be like them to survive. Danae, I've never had so much fun with somebody before. A dream, but knowing it was real. Danae.
Oh, Lydia. We held each other by the arms. The swell in my heart changed course. I felt it. I needed to follow it. Let's fight for it together, even if I never get to see you again. Even if something terrible happens to you or both of us, we gotta fight for each other. Keep living.
I'll try my best. I'll try to stay out of trouble.
Once you get back and get some of your stuff in order, all your cards and forms and crap back, go apply at the post office. Go and actually do it.
Only if you'll try for one of the package guys. I want to try this again too.
We started the walk back from where I ran, to the cabin. I was really going to regret running like that in a few hours. But I needed that. I needed this. I still felt a little sick, but relieved. No more lying. No more.
I want to come and hang out with you again.
I might try and pick up the hunting trip again, but I'll see.
Well, whatever happens with that, can we hang out again sometime?
Sure. We hug each other, with teary, snotty, red faces. I mess with my coat sleeve for a second and hear Lydia scraping the ground with her shoe.
Danae, look, that's you.
What? Lydia pushed a little melty snow clump together and made a smiley face. It was intentionally screwed up looking. No, this one is you then. I tried forming an even sillier face. Within a few minutes we had the stretch of slushed area covered in wonky smiley faces. When we made it back to the cabin we were both exhausted. We decided it made no sense for me to try and drive as several sources of fatigue set in. And we were coated in our dried tears and the mess of wind in our hair. Cold winter sweat and the muddy path of slush was all over us. We decided a hot shower would fix us up. All our vulnerable feelings cascading, we made a near wordless decision to shower together.
You okay with it?
Yeah.
I mean, if you don't wanna, we don't have to.
I'm okay. As we undressed, we let the water begin to heat itself up. I remembered that my legs were very hairy. No one ever sees those things. I was sharing a lot with Lydia, about to share much more, but I felt so embarrassed. I wanted to open with an apology about how I looked undressed, stumbled over the first words of it, and... I don't know why my lips formed a smile. We both tried splashing ourselves, not with the water stream foaming above, but with glimpses of each other. I was still panicking on how to explain my legs to her, so I swear I was only trying to compare legs. Remembering she showed me her disposable razor she kept as an essential item in her new backpack. I never saw any of the tiny prickles toward the drain for a whole stay together. Then I saw it. I felt pure shock. My worries about my own body fell away. I didn't know what to say to her, especially after what I revealed earlier.
I didn't want to, couldn't tell you. I just hoped you'd figure it out. If you want me to get out, I will. And then, we can sleep then. Just get me home.
I was staring right between her belly button and knees. She had gray, bumpy scars, some long, some short, some redder than others, some becoming bright red again in the stream of the hot water. She said nothing more and turned her back. She had more on the other side. I didn't know you did that to yourself.
Sorry, Danae. I'm gonna get out.
Is that why you had the razors this whole time? You were doing that here too?
What?
What? You're scarring.
Yeah, I self-harm. I do.
Her voice was bitter. She looked away from me, but when she turned around, we began holding each other. Greedy hands slid all around. We spent until the water started running cold, talking it over, holding and swinging our hands. We ended up laughing a lot. Green eyes, pretty green eyes. It finally hit me why I decided to look in the first place. Her legs were bare somehow. I felt a little jealous. She explained she cares about keeping up with it, but hadn't had a chance to get back to shaving regularly until showering here at the cabin. Said the first night she left it, second she had to slink to the toilet and back to flush the clumps down. I had a similar story from forgetting I would have a special PE unit at school so soon. The horror of strictly traditional feminine girls having to grab bushy legs as I struggled through sit-ups. We laughed ourselves to toweling off as I unopened the memory to her. I didn't press any further on the scars. Doing that to herself, cutting, was something I didn't like. I wished she wouldn't hurt herself. But it's her own decisions of expressing pain and stress. And I did it growing up too. Was too stupid to pick a good hiding spot for the lines though. My hair was the only thing to cover them up for years and years. Oh well. She can tell me, and she can tell me about the other things if she wants to. We're gonna stay friends. I have plenty of time to talk about everything in the world. We drowsily stumbled to the desolate bedroom. I completely ignored our whole trip in favor of sleeping near her on the couch. We decided to just nap until we felt rested enough to leave again, but didn't spend much time sleeping. I don't remember all that got said before or after. I remember being nervous and confused, just a little. But I was on top of her, trying not to be too heavy, kissing again and again. She was beside me, legs sliding and holding me closer and closer. I stopped caring about the hair. I got to hear parts of my voice I never knew were there. Those green eyes stared into me, darker than I remembered. There was a heavy cloud left on the sheets. I decided I'd deal with it later, whenever later would be. We mumbled and mumbled to each other. We sank into the mattress, forgetting what time or day it was. The light from the window was blinding. We hid in each other's shadow. Eons later, we finally got dressed, said a little goodbye to the cabin, and got into the van. I was nearly down the drive trail when I forgot to set the switches for electric and whatnot off. Crap. Lydia laughing at me for this echoed in my ears. I for some reason decided to walk back up the hill instead of reversing. I'm a special little dork after all. The trip home was a blur of the road, the dark of the night, and Lydia's voice. We lived on heat-damaged, frozen granola bars that were living in the glove compartment. When we finally reached Coralville, she had to give me play-by-play directions.
Left here. Now keep going straight. I'll tell you when. Keep going. Okay, stop. Now right. And right again. We're almost there.
I tell her that natives are some of the best navigators in the world.
Okay. Oh boy. Here we are.
That's it?
Yeah, what? What were you expecting?
I don't know. I always react that way to seeing somebody's house. The house was just really big for only housing 2 people. I didn't want to be mad, so I just laughed it off.
Oh, Danae, man,
We parked on the side of the house. A couple cars were lining the street already. As we sat, more added themselves. The people got out and reluctantly walked up to the yellow glow of the house.
Hope they don't see me yet. Oh, I'm so stupid. I keep forgetting even though it's so important. Here, it's my phone number. If I can get my bill paid, I can get phone calls and text back. That cool?
She hands a shred of notebook paper to me with her phone number scribbled on. I have no chance to do the same for her.
I don't know how to say thank you for all of this. Yes, it means everything. Everything. So thanks, Danae.
I'm so glad I saw you, and decided to be so nosy.
Well, I'm off now. Time to get going. Party's heating up. I'll be the guest of honor. Hahaha. You want me to go in with you, or wait here a while? You can come back and wait if things are all good. Oh, dude, I'm just gonna let whatever hits me hit me. Gonna get ugly. I already know it.
You sure?
When I get out, don't wait up and watch for me. Just let me go and handle this on my own, and you take care of yourself, and... Oh, I thought about it more. You should just leave that idiot family of yours. They don't deserve you. They never ever did.
Lydia!
I mean it. You gotta take care of yourself. We both need to work harder. Keep going.
Lydia was half body out the van, stepping onto the hill above the curb, when she turned back in like she forgot something.
They can't see us from here or anything, right?
Lydia kissed me once on the cheek, then on the mouth.
I wanted to do it again, just in case my last one's with you.
We were just being uplifting and hopeful a second ago.
Screw around and find out. Keep living and we'll get to do it all again. Bye!
Lydia waved like mad and stretched up the hill to her house. I was so mesmerized by how emotional I was that I forgot I was supposed to drive away by now. She looked back a little annoyed at me, her waves beginning to shoo me off. I drove to a purchase lease parking lot in the city and slept for a few hours. Got up to a pee at a Casa's. Made it back to the town I live in, feeling hungry. I snapped open the glove box to see if there were any granola bars left, and there sat a package of Valentine Little Debos Lydia loved so much. Sneaky little thing. I never saw her do that. I tear one of them open and eat both of them. My Christmas came early in more ways than one, and from many directions. Later on, I'm getting something to eat from the fridge. Full of Christmas food for a party I won't be welcome to attend. I'm eating some anyway. My mother steps back into the kitchen. She's silent for a while. I stop getting things from my plate. What, Mom? For once, I do not fear her. She rips into me like she's done my whole time alive. Every little flaw, every little setback. Most valid, but some a bit cruel. I block it out and decide. This will be the last Christmas I have living at the house. I know it. Lydia knows it. I'm needing to be gone. Whatever it is I need to do, I'm going to try. She's still out there. She needs someone. If I can get my act together, get a job, and save, I have to do this. For myself. For both of us. The dawn of a new year rises and falls. Spring begins, then suddenly the leaves tumble off the trees. I never got a call or message back from Lydia. I tried and tried. She pays such good attention I refuse to believe she got my number down wrong. Maybe she still hasn't gotten money to pay her bill? It's been a long, long time. I tried not to think about it, but I got stuck for a while on thinking of the worst case. Lydia was taken away again. No one will ever see her again. She got sicker and passed away. I refused to look for her name in obituaries. Even with all this wondering, I couldn't. Or the most painful, even more than if she'd passed, she didn't really like me all that much. Just needed to do or say what she needed for the free ride home. I know some of her, but not all of it. The pain of all of this caused me to write my own ending for her, where she's happy and safe. Put Lydia away in my heart. I dreamt about her, but eventually even the dreams faded away. Christmas of this new year never approached, the anniversary of my decision, of meeting her. I finally made a decision to drive for some answers. It was time to be nosy again. I brushed aside the idea she never truly liked me, got a pen and paper, began writing, spilled my guts out for her onto the page. I wanted to feel that happy and hopeful again. I wanted to see that old new friend of mine. She has to still be around, right? Would she be proud of me? I'm trying really hard. I didn't write her address down, but I used those pathfinding skills of mine to get back to Coralville, back to the street of that big stupid house, Christmas card in hand. If she's there, I won't care so much about the card anymore. I'll just toss it and run to her. If she isn't there, maybe this means she got away from her family too, or she's back to being on the street. I just have to know what's happened. All this thinking makes me leave late. Swallowing hard, I imagine the dull gray of a house that's gone to bed already. It's still Christmas Eve night. There's that warm light, just like before. I think of my brother. I think of what I'll say. I waddle out of the van and up to the house. I knock. I wait and listen. I can hear chattering, and the cars lining the street just might be her relatives. The door cracks open, and a man's stern face stares out without a word. I wait a second more for him to speak, but he remains silent, staring at me with irritated eyes. I was undeterred. Hey, I have a letter for Lydia. You mean Lane? What? You meaning these for Lane? I don't know, Lydia. For a moment, I tried to understand this. Maybe Lydia lied too. Maybe she didn't want me watching her get to the house because none of this was real. Maybe... Then I remembered. Lydia wasn't hiding things from me. There were things she never needed to tell me beforehand, but those things she didn't need to. So I tried to keep my temper down my throat, but I felt the anger. He knew what he was doing. This has got to be that damn dad of hers. Lydia is someone who at least used to live here. I know I'm cutting it close, but I need to get this letter here for Christmas. Does she still lit? I didn't know if I wanted the truth. I didn't know if I could handle it. It was bad. My mind served me one of the smiles we made in the slushy, gross snow after I confessed to her. The truth hurt really, really bad. I hated it, but I couldn't run from it. I have no idea where she is, how she's doing. This isn't just the least I can do, it's all I can do. Listen, I have 2 daughters and had a son named Lane. Whoever this Lydia is, I don't know him. Crap. Am I at the right house? I stared at the front in my van where I parked it. Then I let my eyes peer deep into a cracked open door. I see it. A taller, brown-haired girl, a little shorter, almost blonde-haired girl. The way the taller one gave a passing glance walking through the room struck me. That's the favorite one, isn't it? It has got to be their house. And Lane? Oh, I need to stop making excuses for this freaking idiot. Being an ass, even now. Can't even nod through it for some stranger with a Christmas card. I felt my skin getting hot, standing in the doorway listening to him. Can you show me a picture of Lane? Let me know this is getting to the right person. It's Christmas and I've been on a journey to send this by hand. Well, let me make sure, if you can. If you got a photo or a phone or in a frame. I never was clear on how Lydia's sisters looked, but I do know her face, so... I was totally stepping into obsessive freak territory, but it was all that kept me from naming him. I didn't care. I'll give him a new home. I'll give this a new home. Merry Christmas. He slammed the door hard. The wind from it cooled my face more than the icy gusts blowing outside. I stood for a bit, then dejectedly walked back to the van. My mind was trying to trick itself into comfort. Maybe I was hearing Lydia's voice bouncing around in there. Was it the door popping back open? Before I had time to be arm's length from my van, the porch light that was on when I arrived was turned off, blinds closed, the curtain pulled back. Our story, it really is over. I couldn't even cry. I felt too sick to be sick, too sad to cry. I was bitter, and so cold. My hands felt molded onto the steering wheel. I drove off. I'm going to have to bring back that fantasy, one of them. I'll need to pick a favorite. She's healthy again, we're renting somewhere together, we're still getting along. She still thinks I'm kind of funny for being so serious, and I use my big muscles to protect her. And she keeps me in line, reminding me if it isn't all lost until the very, very end. I then put away this faux future I had planned and try to forget Lydia. I'll never see her again. Who was I kidding? But for the Lydia who may be walking this earth, for the Lydia that's now long gone and put away in the dark, for my younger self just wanting to be an independent adult someday, for my own people who bled for me to be here at all. I have to keep living. I'll find a way to. I have to keep fighting, as if she's still beside me. It turns out, maybe I give up on everybody too quickly. As long as there's time, there's a chance to change, right? I found that out myself. Never would have imagined these things happening to me. My younger and middle brother found out about my plans to leave. They pitched in. I jumped on this townhome to rent. They've been more distant with the rest of the family lately. It's sad, but I don't regret leaving. Anyway, I went and got a job at the package delivery plant, Bebex. Decided on moving to Ames based on that quick lie I told. Always thought it'd be a nice little place to live. They had fresh openings listed and I jumped on them before I even secured this place to live. I originally applied to be a driver, but the tests you need to complete kind of scared me away, so I don't really think about I actually like driving all day and night. I'm out in the warehouse instead, and it pays well. Some benefits, hours are fine I guess, more solitary a job than what I had before, dreaded being forced to get. So I'm happy with it for now. Maybe I'll try for the driver position one day once I get settled in longer as an employee. Today's my day off. Got Sundays and Mondays. I get to have both a weekend day and a weekday, but a lot of food places close either of these days as designated to be closed. I might whine to get them changed just for this reason. They don't bother me in any other way. I go outside to take in the trees, greening up more and more in the blue, fluffy cloud sky. Is that a bald eagle? I'm forgetting what times they usually are around here. I back inside to go get my phone and quick check about eagle nesting times and hear the flap in my mailbox. With my eyes still fixed on my phone, I open the flap and pull out a huge mailer and a couple bills. Checking the name of the sender, I realize these are some moccasins, made by my younger brother's girlfriend, finally done and being sent to me. It always took a long time to actually send her mail over. I close the door behind me to see which bills I got, then for some reason I hear a buzzy, distant racket of some cutesy song. I recognize it from somewhere. Where? Wait, B-B-B-B-chan? I look up. Lydia, in full postal service attire, those blinding bare legs and shorts, with a hand of letters jumbled in her grip, portable speaker on her hip, and hair tied back, is staring at me. We both are too stunned to speak for a while until she yells out.
Sorry.
You good? You need a moment? Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Do you want to mute?
No, it's okay.
Yeah. Do you want me to just keep going?
I don't think I can.
Okay.
I can't voice anymore.
No more lines being read out loud.
It's like when they play music over the emotional thing.
Yeah, yeah.
Wait, can you go back? I'm not reading anything.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Hey. Hey, Peanut Ball Fun. Thank you for making this game.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I'm having a hard time keeping a straight face.
That was really good. I'm just so impressed.
I think that was the best written VN Cup game, period.
Yeah, that was so tight, like everything, and I don't know, just the art. I think really, really tied it all together really beautifully. I don't know if I even have anything useful to say right now. I'm just very affected by it,
I
and
kind of.
I hope that speaks on its own merits.
Sorry I couldn't read the last part.
Yeah, that was really good. Thank you so much for making that.
Yeah, it was. It was implied more and more as it was
I
mentioned, but
Was the lie more than the reason that Danae came there? Like
no.
I
Well, it
Okay.
was like various other things about like that stemmed from that.
Yeah, I think it's sort of intentionally left vague how many of the like things with the family were um like I don't know, bit of a like romantic truth, I guess.
Hmm.
But a lot of it seemed to be true in the end, just based on how the characters acted later.
The past seemed pretty true, but the present and future were largely lie.
Yeah, like Danae basically just came out there to die, like, and that was like the thing that was like the big thing, and it wasn't revealed until that moment, which was really poignant,
Yeah,
just really well done.
absolutely.
That kept me hooked, like completely, just beyond all the other mysteries. Um, Very real and grounded, and I don't know, this it seems to come from somewhere special. It's incredibly well done.
Hmm.
Really beautiful. I don't think I have a single bad thing to say about it.
Yeah, sorry.
I think I'm kind of a sucker for stories that just end with like a magical like things ended up being right after all, but like it really didn't seem like it, and I think just like that gut drop just got me really hard because I was not expecting things to go well, and then they still did. That's such a hard thing to do, right? I think for it to not seem like I don't know, a bit too magical, you know. The happy end comes cheap, but I don't think it did. It tied into the like everything that was built up, how the fact that they they both went to Ames, which was just based on a lie. That is just so fucking oh my god. Lights that are grounded. Wonderful. Wonderfully done. That was amazing. What an incredible story. How the fuck did you make that in 2 weeks? It's some of the people making stuff for this, it blows my brain. Like the density of the art, like the variety of it. How there was a little portrait next to who was talking. It was an incredible story. It was
Cutting
such a
edge
big.
talent.
I was wondering at any point, was he just gonna end? And he just kept going and it kept going. Yeah, the soundtrack pick here, Mint's music, really good. It really fit the ambience. After you read something like this by someone you like only like kind of know, I guess. I have such a profound respect now for this person just as an artist, and I think I'm gonna be looking at all of their stuff a lot more closely now than before.
Who is this person? What did they make?
Peanut Ball Fun.
Okay. I think I'm.
It's Yuma Pepita on Twitter.
Oh,
I don't know if you follow.
I know about this person.
Yeah.
So, that game was exactly why I live stream.
Even got a bit
Intro
of
is called Save Me.
rare
top
Marilyn
left.
crying on the stream too.
You got me crying on the stream.
That's hard.
I hope there's more streams in the future where I cry.
I'll put a link in the
ideally even more.
description as well, or in the shot, whatever.
Yeah.
And this is their Twitter.
For real. The homie's afflicted.
I don't think we're gonna play another game. I think we need to recuperate.
I think we're done. Yeah.
that was the home run entry.
I hope you guys really enjoyed the stream. It could go on for another 2 minutes and then an outro, or it could go on for another 20, depending on how much we have to say about the stream or other things.
Okay, I think I have nothing to add. It's your channel after all, so yeah, I'm gonna go figure out some dinner, I think.
It's a good idea.
Try pulling myself together.
Me too. I love you, darling.
I love you too. Great game.
Yeah. Please
save me, everyone.
Please play that game for yourself. And
yeah, throw it some money dollars.
Yeah, send it money if you can.
Oh, it's actually download only.
I was gonna say I don't think it's donation allowed.
How can you give someone money? I guess you can't. Okay, well that sucks. Make it paid.
Please follow this person. They're making incredible work. Yeah. All 3 games we played today were absolutely incredible. I Die, A Lovely Life was a beautiful, bombastic, thoroughly enjoyable romp. The art direction is incredible. The writing direction is very charming. 1,000 Words That I Could Tell You was just an incredibly well thought out and well resolved lesson in story form. It's really good, and it touches on a lot of things that I think about a lot. One of some of my favorite concepts present in that one. And then of course we just played Save Me. The the star of the show ultimately, I guess. Wow. The tearjerker. Yeah. You can go, sweetie. Get your food, okay? I'm gonna do housekeeping.
Okay. Bye, everyone. Thanks so
Bye-bye.
much for joining.
Bye-bye. Do I plan on doing another? Yes, absolutely. I plan on doing as many as it takes until all of the safer work ones are left. Or all of the safer work ones are done. Thank you everyone for showing up and sticking with this most of the entire stream. It's kind of crazy how many concurrent viewers we've been getting, and how active people in chat have been, how like wise and enjoyable and fun the input of everyone has been. Thank you everyone for following. It's an incredibly good feeling. You know, I want to keep doing this and sharing all of these things with everyone, showing everyone fun things, you know. Garage Bad Dream Adventure was an incredible suggestion. Thank you, Wixer. That might just be one of the next couple streams you'll see. Yeah, absolutely. I think the next stream I'm gonna do will probably be in the next 3 days. I would say actually on the 16th or 17th is when I'm going to be streaming again. And I think that time it might just be a solo stream. I'll probably end up picking some. It's probably going to be either like Garage Bad Dream Adventure or some other game that's been on my backlog, or some kind of horrible endurance stream. Like I decide to do solo endurance golf or something. I don't know. I think it'll be fun, and I hope everyone joins me for that as well. Yeah. Let's see. Thank you, Spinal Column 33, for following during the stream, as well as Righteous Placed Cube for following as well. I believe that's Tomboy and my friend Blake, respectively. Yeah. I hope everyone has a good evening or morning or afternoon, depending on where in the world you're watching from. Am I gonna send the creators a link to this so they can? I'm gonna, yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna, when the VOD is up, I'm gonna like probably mention the people who made the games and be like, hey, we played your work, it was incredible, please check it out, we really enjoyed it. I'm gonna leave comments on all the pages, because wow, you know, if you enjoyed any of these games, check them out for yourself, play them yourself, and do the same. You know, the more support someone receives for making something incredible, the better, and the more, you know, encouraged, both motivation wise and I guess potentially financially, to make more things. They are. This stream has been Gray and Marilyn playing more VN Cup entries. Originally a variety stream, mystery stream. All of the music that you've heard during interludes in this stream, beginning, start, and end, come from the Puyo Puyo Tsu soundtrack for the Sega Genesis, composed by Tsuyoshi Matsushima and Katsumi Tanaka. These last two songs I'm about to play for the ending are Ending B and Ending C from that soundtrack, respectively. It's a fairly obscure soundtrack, but I'm pretty certain there is still a rip of it on YouTube. And, yeah. Thanks everyone for watching. I hope you all have a wonderful night. Ciao.